What's that? They played the shit out of What's the Move. Wasn't fair. We don't like it. What up, people? What's good? Salute.
Yes, sir.
Yo, what's good, everybody? Salute to the tribe. We're hip hop and comics and hip hop. We're a niche channel. Reserved for the best. It's super dope. I do sell comics. Check me out on Instagram at 6th_element_comics. Yeah, because comic books are the sixth element of hip hop. What's good, y'all? Sixth element of hip hop. I'm your host, Reno Noir. Stu Dog is in the building. Stu Dog, say hello.
Booyah. Booyah. What up?
Ooh, to the yeah. Yeah, man. Chilling, dog. It's DC Power Hour, as you know. But we got a special episode tonight because the ferret came. We're gonna unbox them.
I was getting ready to say the same thing. It's DC Power and the ferret came out. Did you get yours?
Yes, sir.
Did you get yours? Did you get your joint?
Yes, sir.
I was getting ready to say that. Bro, you gotta crack that pack, baby. Yeah, I can.
Okay.
You gotta crack that pack, baby. You gotta crack that pack.
You already
I want it, bro. I don't have a real estate, Reno. I want one so bad, man. I want one. I have one. Look at that.
Look how little it is.
Nah, it's not. I might get that motherfucker. I might just get it anyway. Bro, look at that. And it's better now because the one we had when we were kids that had a gun on the back. That's hot, bro.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. It's a few differences from this one and the one from the 80s that one main thing that I'm kind of a little disappointed about, but it's not a big deal. But yeah, we'll get into it. We're gonna chop it up. Wait till some people roll in. I got, people been waiting to see the ferret. A lot of people haven't gotten their ferret yet, which is crazy because I'm usually the last one to get shit out of the little, IG community that I rock with. And they always get their shit before me, but for some reason I got mine early. And what's crazy about that is I actually salute. What up, Wade? What up, Slade? Yes, sir. What was weird is they charged my card, but I hadn't put the money on there yet because I have like a separate card that I use for pre-orders, and then I'll, move the money on to
You need one. You need one, Reno. You need one, Reno, because I remember. I mean, not to cut you up, but I remember we were talking about this one time. You were saying how they don't charge you until they ship it or whatever, and you was like, "I want to pay for my shit. As soon as I order it, I want to pay for it and be done with it. I don't want you to take the money when you want it. I want you to take the money when I got it." And that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, that makes a whole lot of sense. Maybe.
Sometimes they'll drop a pre-order and I don't be, and my money's kind of funny. I ain't ready to pay for that yet. So it's nice to be able to pre-order it and then, put the money. But so anyway, long story short, they charged the card. Money wasn't on there yet. And usually when that happens, I'm like, fuck, because it hit during the day, like early when I was at work and I couldn't do the shit because I'm at work. So that night I forgot. Next day, I'm like, oh shit, I forgot to process the order. And so I'm thinking, because last time this happened with the vamp, and I got my shit like 2 weeks late because of it. And it was only like a couple days later. So I'm thinking, oh, well, I fucked that. This was Monday. Fucked around and made the payment Tuesday. Got an email from them Wednesday saying your order left the building, and that shit arrived today. They like 2-day FedEx that shit. I don't even know.
My hat is like, yo, you serious, man?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, bro, you serious? Like, I'm still waiting on, like, you got your cable. So maybe, I don't know, maybe it's where you live. Maybe you got a stroke of luck or something. You got your cable already. I'm still waiting on my cable. They sent me an email, Big Bad Toy Store, and said, oh, your cable will be on the way. We charge your card, this, that, yeah. It was another thing I hate, too, like you said.
Did you get the email that says your order has left the building?
Hang on. I'll tell you right now.
That's the one you're waiting on. Your order has left the building.
I think it did say that.
Yeah, that's
I think it
2020.
did say that, but I'm not going. I gotta look at it. It might cut me off if I try to go to my email from here. It might cut me. But I'm pissed about that. That's dope. You know,
So
did you ever scan the QR code on the side of the boxes?
what, this one?
Yeah, you ever scan those?
I never did. What does it do? I never even did it.
It's supposed to. Like remember how we had the cards back in the day that told you information about the
Oh yeah?
vehicle or the person? Yeah, that's what that's supposed to do.
I'm gonna scan, bitch.
When I tried it, I don't know. Maybe I got to use a QR because I just did it with my camera on my phone and I did it with my tablet, and it kept taking me to their website. But people say if you scan it, it gives you information on the characters and the vehicles.
I don't know. I
I've
scanned it.
never gotten it. I never got it to work. Never
I
got it to work
scanned
right.
it. All it did was took me to a Hasbro shopping site. I don't know. It just says shop exciting toys, and then you click go to shop, and then it wants you to fill in some shit, your birth date and all that. Man, that's not. I'm not doing all that. But yeah, I mean,
That's what it did for me. Try the. You got any of the
not weird.
boxes of any of the? You have any of the boxes of any of the figures?
Listen,
Because I tried it and I can't get it to work. I'm trying to get. I'm trying to get the joint to work. God damn. Yeah, scan one of the
that's
boxes.
that's all the Joe boxes. That's all the DC boxes, and what you see right here is me in the middle of rearranging. That's all my Star Wars stuff, and I got all that moved because there's all my Joe stuff. And
You gotta make real estate.
hang
You gotta
on,
make real estate, baby.
yeah, hang on. What happened? I don't know. Um, why is it tripping like that? Yeah, I don't know why it's tripping like that. The fuck is wrong with you? Yeah, man, what's wrong? You can't move. If I move you, you freak out. You don't know what to do with yourself. The camera. Anyways, so that's the
Oh,
you
so you
see,
moving everything over there.
yeah, all those empty shelves there. I just got. I bought them from like this little outlet store called Roses for like $17. It was beautiful, and that's all my figures.
Can we get a close up of that stand without the figures? That's
What the
kind of
shelf?
dope, bro. Yeah, yeah, it's a lot of real estate on that shelf. But some people, they might want to go on Rose's website and get the same shelf you got. They might say this came highly recommended by Reno,
Well,
and
it's not. I bought it at the store. I didn't order it off a site. I got it in the store. They only had two left. So it's pretty decent size. There's your figure. And
yeah, that's a lot of real. Now, see, you standing next to it, it gives you like a good size comparison.
right,
Yeah,
look,
that's a lot of real estate, bro.
look.
Yeah,
Woo! That's a
yeah, that's a lot
lot,
of real estate.
bro. That's a lot of real estate, dog. And I got ding ding. Look, it's a little side one you can't even see. It's a little extra shelf on the end here.
On both ends.
Yeah.
Now, is that one shelf or is that two shelves pushed together or three shelves?
This is four.
Wow,
It's a little
four.
it's an end little half shelf. Then it's these two rectangular joints, and then another little curvy one end piece. This has a curve to it right here, no corner, and then it's like a half circle, like a half moon or like a pie, like a slice. So it's for a corner. It's a corner piece, and it goes on in. So boom, I got all this nice shit because the classified collection is getting way too big, and it was definitely deserving of some real space. Because before I had it on like this little extra, but you see that those are my Marvel. The two rectangular ones are the Marvel shelves, and then on the end, the little corner one is my DC shelf. And then this is all GI Joe right here because Classified's about to take over. I got two ferrets, I got a vamp, the stinger's on the way, the dragonfly's on the way. I need room.
Yeah, you do. You do.
So
You need a lot of room. But that right there will give you the room that you need.
right, exactly. That's exactly what I need right there. So that'll hook it up. Let me hit that up. So here she is in all her glory. Let me see what Slade is talking about. Yes, yes, Reno need a close up of that. You his demand. What is was it 17 clips for the whole thing or each piece? So it's about just figure, after tax, it was like 20 each. So 20 for the little 20 for the two rectangles. So 40, like 17 each. And then the little half circle one that's on the end, them shits are like $11. They're crazy. It's plastic. The poles are plastic, and then it's got these wooden, wood shelves. So the poles, you just sort of screw them in. They're these plastic, rods. You screw one in, you put the shelf on them. 4 of them. You put 4 posts. You screw in 4 more. You put another shelf on it, and you just put it together. Really, is plastic screws. A plastic piece, and sturdy as fuck. I mean, you see that? That's the Marvel been living on there for what, 3 years now. No,
Damn.
no issues. It's a store called Roses that I never saw in Florida that they got here in Virginia. It's like a little. It's like in Florida we had Big Lots. It reminds me of Big Lots. It's like
Yeah,
out.
we got big lots here in Jersey too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
that. Um,
But I like big lots. I don't sleep on big lots. Big lots.
there's some shit. They got some
Yeah,
shit up in
yeah,
Roses.
they do.
I was like, oh shit, like when I found these shelves, those other ones, those Marvel ones, and I was like, wow, that's a crazy deal because because y'all, if you don't know, shelving is expensive. Like I'm blown away at how much that shit costs.
Yes,
Shelving
sir.
is fucking
It's through the
expensive.
roof.
I would
It's
think
through the
that a
roof.
shelf is, you think it's maybe, I'm in my mind, I'm thinking that bookshelf. Like here, check this out. I'm thinking this shit here. I'm thinking this bookshelf here. Thinking you could buy one of these for like $50, $60. Nah, bitch, them
That's about a hundred. That's about a
350.
hundred.
Them 350, dog. You ain't getting one of those for 100, dog. I mean, maybe you can't see how big it is. I'm telling you, they want
Is it all
350.
wood?
All wood. And that one I made it
Yeah, that's three
myself.
fifty.
That's
Yeah, that's
350.
350. If it's
Solid
wood,
wood.
yeah, if it's wood, that's 150 plus.
It's a beautiful piece, but but I went to Lowe's and I bought all the wood. I bought the paint, the nails, everything I needed, and I built that motherfucker myself for about 170. That's what I'm telling you. Everything I saw comparable to that was 350 or better. That one. But
Mm.
my point, what you call it? IKEA had these beautiful glass ones that you have one of it. What are they called? It's got a name. IKEA, they have its goofy names for
Hold on,
every
it's on this. I left the sticker
like
on
the
there so I can remember the name of it. Cause
yeah, it's
I
the
plan on buying more of
Dumbledore or
them. Hold
something.
on.
It's like the Dumbledore.
Double door. It's called the wait a minute, I left the name on that bitch. My bad, damn, I'm cursing like I have no
They're
civilized manner. It's
yes,
called the
we're gonna
Deltoff.
definitely get explosives. What is
Deltoff.
it? The Dumphoff?
Deltoff.
The Deltoff.
No, yeah, Deltoff. It's
Deltoff.
Swedish. So whatever
Yeah, IKEA.
Deltoff means in Sweden.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the Deltoff.
The Deltoff. That's German. You're going
Yeah,
German
the
with it.
Deltoff.
Deltoff.
Yeah, the
Deltoff.
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 That,
You
that, that,
you going German with it. You're going hard German with it.
that's my best Swedish accent.
That's a Nazi right there.
The
He's so
Deltoff.
fine.
The Deltoff. The
So
Deltoff. Yes.
it comes with its little what do you call it? Little foot locker
Yeah,
joint.
see.
And
Yeah, see, here's the one. Yeah, here's the one that I've been using. They sell at IKEA. And I seen a lot of people on YouTube with these. And
yeah, the
I went and
Deltoff is
bought it.
nice. They're
Yeah,
cheap as fuck.
uh,
That's the
based
thing.
off of that, I went and bought it.
Yeah. Everybody was using that was the collector's go-to shelf because of the fact it's glass enclosed and it's cheap as fuck. I mean, just comparable to anything else, they were super cheap and IKEA discontinued them. To everyone's dismay, it was a big uproar. It was a big uproar on Instagram, fucking all the social media, all the collectors going nuts because the Deltoff is no longer available. Um And it's sad because man, I would have loved to grab fucking 4 or 5 Deltoffs, man. But so here we go, the ferret. This thing scared me. I'm gonna tell
Yeah.
y'all for a minute. It scared the shit out of me when I unboxed the ferret because I thought it was defective. So don't get scared if you open your ferret and the wheels don't stay on. I put the wheels on the
Oh
motherfucker and
wow.
they just slip right off. They didn't seem to click in or latch on or there was nothing to seem to click onto, and yeah, I was worried.
Right.
I was worried because I knew I had gotten my shit before anyone else I knew, and I'm like, oh no,
You
is
thought
it
they
like
gave
a
you the.
cheat
You thought
thing?
they gave you the. Remember? Did you ever see Jingle All the Way? You thought they gave you the Spanish Turbo Man that fell apart when you hit the button.
Right.
The
Jingle all
wheels
the
just don't stay on. Yeah.
so it comes with this
Vikings y dois Tellerborderman.
it comes with this little ATV rider. And they're female. They have boobs. They're petite.
So
And
wait, the rider's a female?
oh yeah. Yep.
Oh, get out of here.
They they
Okay.
opted they opted to go female with the riders, and I don't know what the why they chose to do that, but I know why they chose to go with generic riders because, if you because you remember the original advertised Storm Shadow and Firefly on the back. And then the cartoon always had Zaymont and Tomax on the motherfuckers. I plan to put
Yes, they yeah. That's the
yeah,
only people who ever wrote them in the cartoon. Yeah, that's it. They're the only ones that ever wrote those joints.
so I'm definitely gonna put Tomax and Zaymont on the two. That's why I got two. I don't buy two of anything. I'm not that guy. I don't like buying a bunch of a bunch of shit. But I bought two of these because I need Tomax and Zaymont to be on them. These were one of my favorite toys as a kid. G.I. Joe toys was the ferret. I like the smaller stuff for some reason. I had the flag. I had all the big
Is
shit.
that the smaller one? Is that
I
the
had the
smaller
knight.
one, or is that another one?
No, this is another one.
That's, oh, okay,
The
okay, okay, okay,
oh,
okay. It looks smaller in the box. It do.
yeah. So I had the what do you call it? The night bird, the big the black cobra jet. I forget what it's called. I had
Oh, oh, that was called the Raven,
the raven. I had all that shit, bro. I had the terror dome. I mean,
the
all the
Raven and
big
the
shit.
Blackbird.
I say that to say this. My favorite stuff was the Awe Striker, the little Doom Buggy,
Mm.
the G.I. Joe motorcycle, and the Cobra Ferret and the Stinger. Those four, those are my favorite. The Stinger for Cobra, the Awe Striker for Joe's, the Ferret for Cobra, the motorcycle for Joe's, the green one, the little green one. Those are my favorite out of all the shit that I had because I don't know why they were just the funnest to play with, man. Out of all that shit, they rolled around the best, they maneuvered the best, they were just the most fun to me. And but yeah, they put it in the they fasten everything down with these nice clear rubber bands, and of course the box is beautiful. I know everyone likes to see the box and the unboxing. It's a really nice artwork and everything like that they always do. Classified's always really good. This is number 119. It's actually numbered like the figures are, so every figure has a number. The last figure I got was 117, so I'm not sure what 118 was. I don't know if I missed one or if it just came out of order, or maybe it was a repaint. It was a repaint. I didn't buy it, but not a fan of repaints. The only repaints I do buy, and I am a big fan of the Night Force. I will fuck with the Night Force repaints all day long. I've even customized some of my figures into Night Force, and they look fucking amazing. But yeah, I'll show you those. But it comes with what? If you were a kid in the 80s and you played with G.I. Joe and you took out the fucking instructions and sat there and put them together by the instructions, you were the biggest nerd and nobody played with you.
Oh, I
You
put.
just
Well, I'm glad I had friends that was just as nerdy as I was,
no, I'm
cause
just kidding.
that's how I got down. I
Yeah,
had to
no.
follow instructions because I wanted them more. But I do, God bless his soul, my man Jamaliquin. When we were kids and we
Right,
would put the stickers on, we would he would follow it to a certain point, and then he just started putting them wherever he felt they looked good at.
right.
He might, because he just was like, look, let's just get these stickers on and go. We get up to
It
that
wasn't
point.
I wasn't in a rush or anything like that. It's just the fun of it to me, I kind of
Oh
had
no,
fun
not you. I mean,
figuring
yeah,
it
yeah,
out.
not you. I mean,
Yeah, no,
yeah.
but I mean, like, that's kind of what I mean. Like, I'm just, obviously, I'm just kidding. But what do you say? The ferret is really, really well made. No complaints. Shit, you not. I had to look at them for the front bar. I put that shit on upside down at first. Me too. Me too. And the other thing that scared me, I'm gonna show you. This scared the shit out of me, bro. I'm before the show. You guys don't even know. I was like sitting over here heated, bro. I was literally heated for like 10 minutes, bro. I'm gonna show you. Get the fuck out of here. But yeah, every the wheels are fastened in by four little rubber bands each. So takes a second to get them out. All right. And then they rolled all over the floor like fucking meatballs. Here we go. Like meatballs roll on the floor when you spaghetti and meatballs. All right, where's the other one? Shit, there it is. All right. I'm all over the place. This is not an unboxing channel. If it was, I would have a beautiful table with like a nice lighting setup and a mini camera, a little
Right. We
white
just
box.
do
We just
unboxings on this channel.
doing this.
We
Just
just
hooking
doing
you up.
them on this channel. And we
Do
hooking
it.
up all our viewers. We're hooking y'all. This is for y'all. I mean,
So the wheel goes on and the wheel goes off. Wheel goes on.
you got to snap it on.
Wheel goes on. I'm pushing hella hard. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm pushing hella hard. It's nothing's happening. They fall out. I'm like, yo, this is crazy, bro. They just slip on. I'm like, are you serious? So you gotta slip them on and then just be careful. And you can't do nothing. They just slide right. I'm like, yo, I'm sitting here mad as fuck. And then I'm like, what if it was a defect? And then I'm like, you know what? They yeah, I use a straight razor. That's how I got the little things off casual. But yeah, I'm thinking there's a missing part that goes in here that's gonna click in because you can see there's a little slot there in the thing right there. And then if you look inside, there's nothing for it to latch onto. There's nothing in there. So yeah, so long story short, I go and I check some other unboxing channels. I know somebody else has got this in Canada or some other country that got them before we do because the real American hero comes to the United States last. Don't ask me why. So none of them said anything about this. So I'm like, are they just are they just like fucking acting like it didn't happen or like what are they doing? How come no one's addressing this, right? So anyway, long story short, man, I get really pissed and I really fucking shove it on and then they snap in. They snap in pretty easily, in fact. It's just that I just didn't give it the right amount of pressure. Let me hear that pop. And they're in there. Very solid. Very solid. So yeah, it gave me a little scare, but yes, it's a great piece. Yeah, bro, I panicked. I was like, okay, maybe there's a part inside the fucking, little foot locker. I'm like, okay. All right, I know inside here there's gonna be like a little bracket, a little connector. Independent suspension is beautiful. Oh, the radial's pointing forward. That's a good point. That's a good point. Oh wait, do they come off now? Oh shit! Now the wheel don't come off. Now that I popped it in. Fuck. Oh well, fuck it. I'm not gonna force it off. It's no big deal. But yeah, nice, very nice. Suspension. It has independent suspension. What it doesn't have is steering, which I kind of thought was no. I mean I know why they didn't put the steering. I know why they didn't. They wanted to use the budget elsewhere. It would have cost them more. Yeah. There was something Lenny said on the when he was presenting it. Something he said that I think maybe it was the suspension. I think he said if we did the steering, we couldn't afford the suspension. and he thought the suspension was better, was more important. Um, I don't know. I don't know if it would have been better or not. Maybe they could have did suspension in the back with steering on the front, but I don't know. The wheels do not turn at all, so it's just a back and forth rolling thing. And yeah, you have the right side. I know, bro. He's hooking me up. I know it. I know it. I know it. I know, dog. I know. The wheels. He's talking about the there's little arrows on the wheels, like the radials, sort of the direction that they're going. You see that? Stu. Stu dog.
That is dope.
Yo, Stu.
Yeah.
You see the tires? You see how there's a forward facing arrow and a backward facing arrow?
Wait a
The
minute.
radials, the
Yeah,
tread,
it's got a, yeah, yeah.
the tread. So yeah, so I put
So that's how you got him to
them on
stay
the
on?
side. No, I just shoved them on real hard, but I they don't seem to come back off once you put them on. So as far as putting them on the right wheel or whatever, it doesn't. I mean, it doesn't matter functionality. It's completely 100% a aesthetic, you know. But they don't want to come back off. So I ain't gonna force it. But yeah, casual man, let me know if they come back off. I don't want to pull it off and it gets broken. What you watching, Stu?
And I'm looking at you, shit. I want to
Share it
see.
with the class.
I want to get like wait for you to put up a
Share it with the class. Do what?
wait for you to put up like to put it up so we can like get a good look at it, like a good 360. Oh, it's something I'm trying to see on there.
That you're doing?
Yeah.
It has it has these little bracket joints right here. They go on the what do you call it, on the little foot, on the little foot plank. They're really fucking tight. Some of them. The other one wasn't tight like this, but once you get these once you get these shoved in, the other one was not this tight. These motherfuckers do not want to go in. Once you get those shoved in, if they're tight or not, they got little missiles. You stick the missile on the end. Boom.
Mm. See, that's dope, bro. To me, like when we were kids, this one is a lot more detailed than the one we had when we were children, and that's what I like about it. Even though I like the one that we had when we were little, when we were kids, but like this one has like the gun you got on the back. They didn't have that.
Mm-mm.
It was on the side. It was I think it was like on the side or something like that.
So the
It was
gun,
like a large gun. Like, remember the
yeah,
original one had the large gun, but it was on the side. It wasn't on the back.
they got the little clamp. It's a little clamp piece, and you can really stick it anywhere you want on this bar, and then it can slide back and forth, side to side, and then you plug the gun into it like that. It's kind of hard to do while I'm holding it in the air like this with one hand, but I'm trying to show y'all. There you go. And once it's in there, it can literally like move in every conceivable, direction. Uh, but yeah. But it's well outfitted with ordnance. Got a nice couple of missiles on the sides, and of course the gun. The rider, the rider is where's her little weapons? She's got a bunch of weapons. She's got two little pistols and a knife. So she's got two. Let me get that to focus. There they are.
She got two sides. 2
Oh,
9 millimeters.
yeah, they look like little 380s. They're really small, really, really small. There's one on her leg, and then there's one on her hip. One goes on her hip. She got the knife boot, or the boot knife right there on her boot. There's a nice little bit of engine showing there. That's got a nice. It's almost chrome, which is cool. Um, and yeah, man, it's got some nice effects. You can put blast effects in the guns right here. You can stick blast effects in the guns. You know, shooting effects. I got a few that I was gonna plug in, and then the exhaust has ports for the blast effects. You can have like fire and smoke blasting out of the back, and they do not come with those, any of those, sadly, but you can use them from other toys. So, but yeah, let's get them dudes on here. Let's get the main damies on here. Let's get the main mans on here.
Hmm.
Max Zaymont right here.
So each one of them should have a ferret driver with him.
Yes, each ferret comes with one of these drivers, these driver chicks. And the chick is I say chick and I don't mean it in a disrespectful way, and just it's what I say. But the helmet
Mhm.
comes on and off, which is really cool. I like helmets
Yeah,
and
it is
headgear,
dope, bro.
removable
The figure
headgear.
itself is the figure itself looks dope, man. The costume was dope. The color coordination is sweet. That gray and
Yeah.
that black with that what is it
Focus.
with that with the red Cobra sign. You can't
Yeah.
beat that, bro. That shit is hard.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah, that's hard, bro. Yeah, that's hard, bro. I like that.
Then it's got like a motocross helmet, which is cool. This is definitely not a military or combat helmet in any way. This is a motocross helmet, which is really, I think, is a cool. It's a cool, like, you know, it's a cool idea. But I'm left with the conundrum now, Stu, of what am I gonna do with these?
Put him on the back. So Max get one. They might get one. Bam.
Ah, I like that. I like that idea.
They need troops to command. They
Yeah, that's
need
what they
troops
are.
to command.
That's what they
Yeah,
are.
put them on the
True.
back. Yeah, they
They're
just
true.
troops.
That's all. Just
Exactly
true.
what they are. Yeah. They could be the gunner on the back.
That's right. All right, here we go. So, what did you think, casual, about how the larger men folk sit on the thing? It's it is kind of designed for a smaller figure, I think. The female figures.
I think
They
that's why they made it. I think
Yep.
that's why they made it a female figure so they could get somebody on there because they'd had
Now
to
we
make it a little bigger.
Yep.
They did.
100%. 100%, bro. Look how tight the guy looks on here. Watch this. Hold on, let me get him on. Let me get his hands on and shit. I like hands with trigger finger out on motorcycles because you can have the one finger out on the brake. It looks cool. You want to get super detailed with it. All right, so let me get that fucker in there. All right, you know what? You can hold both of them. It does feel a tad small for the fellas. Yeah, I mean, look at that. My knees are touching the handlebars. Yeah, it's a tad small for the fellas. That's for damn sure. Oh man, that's a bit disappointing, actually. Let's see. I'm gonna figure it out. Figure it out though. Here we go. I'm gonna straighten his elbows out. Give him some distance. Sit back a little bit. Come on, Zomax. Taymont. I'm just kidding. All right, here we go. Hmm. Well, it might be best as we're gonna get. It's not bad. Dog, look at that. Fucking
That's hot.
Tomax and Zaymont on the goddamn four wheelers.
Now, can you fit the trooper on there? With them or no? I haven't put Zama or Tomax on. Doesn't look like they even thought about folks wanting to do them. It doesn't. It really doesn't. Casual toy collector,
Yeah,
and like we just figured out here right now. And you, as you did,
it's not bad.
it's just cheaper to make the female, and it fits better because they would have had to make it bigger. And I guess making it bigger increases the price.
It does. They did want to keep it down. They wanted to keep the price down, and that's cool. And it doesn't look as bad as I initially thought. When you get him on here, he looks good. It's decent. I'm not mad at that. That's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. Once I got him on there,
No, not at all.
let me get his brother on that piece. Put his Chris knife in his boot. There's a lot of metal on these guys that is gray, and I want to chrome it out. That shoulder pad, that neck piece, but I really don't want it to be chrome. But I would like it to be more than this. Is like a light. This is almost it's a clearish gray. Some of this shit. They don't have anywhere to put their submachine guns. Were these even theirs? I don't know. I don't know if these even came with them. I just really thought that the MP5 looked really cool.
Yeah, it did come with the MP5. Did
Going
come
back
with
to
them
the name, it
because
did.
I got mine's with the MP5s in their hands. I got the knife in one hand and MP5 in the other, and I got them
Yeah,
back to back.
yeah,
I'm standing back to back.
yeah. Yup. All right, there we go. Oh yeah, boy. I've been really excited to get these because, like I said, man, out of all the toys that I had as a kid, all the GI Joe toys, the Ferret was one of my top, like probably top four toys of all vehicles. It's just the funnest to play with. It wasn't huge. It wasn't the fucking, you know, Blackbird or the Raven or no shit. It wasn't no big ass shit. It was really simple, really small, just like the All Striker, the little Doom buggy, and the motorcycle. Very simple, but man, they were the funnest to play with. This one don't want to. Come on, man. Come on now. His feet or his hold on, let me see how I had the other one's knees. Oh, okay. So you know how they have two joints? You want to
Yeah.
bend it, you want to bend the bottom joint of the knee, not the top joint, if that makes sense. Bend the knee that's closer to the shin. Bend the knee that's closer to the shin and leave the joint that's closer to the shin and leave the thigh joint, the one that's on the thigh side, leave that one straight. Then they'll sit the best in the seat. I had the same thing going on with the I've got my Dreadnoks on some Marvel Legends motorcycles because they're bikers and they look amazing on the Punisher's bike and Wolverine's bike. All right, y'all. Y'all looking at y'all do not see what I'm doing. I'm sorry, but here we go. Raw talk, what up?
That's hot, bro. That's hot. Yeah. Now, can you fit them? Now, see, yeah, that looks better. Now, do they fit with? Now, do the troopers fit on back or no? They're just too big.
Let's see. I was just watching what was I watching? I was watching somebody's shit about how Ezra was riding bitch on the
Yeah, you can't. What
on
he
the
means by that for all y'all out there is, in America, um, two
what?
men can't be on a motorcycle. It just, it's. I don't care if you're in danger, if your life isn't dependent on it or whatever.
Yeah.
Two men, two men can't ride. Two men can't be on a motorcycle. That's just.
Yeah, if
We don't
you
do
in
that in
danger, I
America.
don't care, man. Get me out of
Yeah,
here.
you can have a sidecar. You can have a sidecar, but two men can't ride a motorcycle like
All
that
right.
in
All right,
America.
riding bitch.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, we don't do that in America. We
Now you can
other
ride, but you
countries.
gotta do it in reverse. You gotta sit back to back, and
Yeah,
then
yeah,
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 yeah.
you
yeah.
get
You
That's
license.
gotta sit back.
acceptable.
That's rough
It's
rider
still
shit right
kind of
there.
frowned on. It's still kind of frowned on,
Nah, nah,
but
not
you
even
can do that.
rough
You can
rider
get
shit.
away with that. Yeah, you can
Yeah,
get
yeah.
away with that. Well, it's frowned on as in you got to get your own bike, my man.
I mean,
But you can ride
Well,
back to back.
you don't
Yeah.
you can't, that's what I'm saying. You can't be traveling like that or going to the store
No,
like that.
no,
Like if you're doing a stunt,
no,
some rough rider shit.
no.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now you got to be. Now
yeah.
you can have a female on the back of it all
Check it
day
out.
long.
Check it out. Boom. Look, she can hold on to the bar on the back. You go to gun.
Yeah, I mean, you could be in a sidecar, and that shit can just all of a sudden separate from the motorcycle.
That's what I
That's
feel,
bad.
bro.
That's bad.
Bro, that's what I feel too, bro. I'm scared of a sidecar, bro.
Yeah,
I'd
man.
rather ride on the back, to be honest.
Yeah, man.
I'm scared of sidecars,
Suffer the
bro.
same fate as the other rider. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah.
not gonna be in a sidecar. You clip a pole and
Has
my
that
shit
ever
get
happened?
smashed.
Has that ever happened? Do sidecars detach sometimes and the
Uh,
fucking guy just
it,
flies off and
in the
dies?
early days of the motorcycle, yeah.
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 Before
Yeah,
they
I'm
really
sure.
perfected
I'm sure they're
having
pretty
it
fucking solid
really
now.
part of
Yeah, yeah.
the whole frame.
That's fucking hard, yo.
That is
That's
hard.
real hard. That's hard, yo.
Yeah, I mean it's dope. You
I
know,
rock with
it's
it. I
definitely
rock.
dope. It's definitely dope,
Joe
man.
Max and
Yo,
Zaymo.
y'all peep out what Super 7 was doing, man. Yo, I had to launch my little rant on them, yo. If that
Oh,
plastic is fucked up, bro, they ain't making money on them O-rings.
I see they trying to come out with O-rings. I see that.
check it out. All the different Cobra Commander heads and the armor.
Hold
You can
up,
put,
hold the fuck up.
That's kind of
yeah,
hard. That's kind of hard right there.
that
Whoa.
shit hard,
When did
dog.
this drop? When the fuck did
Yeah,
this drop? Are you playing games or is
yeah,
it
I'm
that's
just
kind
telling
of
you,
hard. That's kind of hard. Raw talk. Cobra
this is
Commander. That's kind of
classified?
hard for Cobra.
That's
yeah,
That's
man.
kind of
classified?
hard.
No,
Yeah, that's kind of hard for Cobra Commander.
this is apparently this is happening. This is digital render.
Classified for real?
Yeah, man.
Oh fuck.
Now you wish you ain't. Now you wish you ain't.
Go.
Nah,
I
it's
mean,
not
you could just.
that.
Well, wait a minute. Raw talk. Hold up. You could
Nah.
have like your Super 7 section, and then have everything else, and just get the ones you really want.
But that hoodie Cobra Commander look hard though.
That
That
dude,
hoodie,
No.
don't it?
man.
Just get the one. Just get the one. Ain't no
Nah,
law saying you can't get just the one. Just
nah,
get
I
the one
can't
figure.
get the one. I just
And the
can't
guy
get
with the glasses, the dude with the shades, is that Fred? Who is that?
that's Cobra Commander when he was a car dealer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
used
Raw
car.
talk. I don't know. Raw talk. I might have to get that.
Ah,
He's
man.
got the snake
Come on.
head.
I'm gonna have to live
Raw talk.
vicariously through
You gonna have
everybody.
to. You gonna have to.
Yeah.
Nah, don't do it. Don't do it to yourself.
Nah.
Don't
Because
do
Listen,
it to yourself.
but Stu, listen. I feel him because I'm living vicariously through him. He got all the O-ring shit that I had as a kid that I don't have.
Well,
you gotta
you got a
And
point
help
there.
he had,
each
'Cause
other
he
out.
had
yeah,
it.
you got a point there. I think we
I
all
mean,
are. I think we all live
I
in
would
like
trade
because
all my
I was in love with
classifieds.
O rings. Yeah, but the classifieds is how I got to do it now. I made a commitment,
I got to
so I
do it
get it.
now.
No, I get it. Raw talk. Yeah, we made a commitment. We get it. We committed. Just
Yeah.
like we committed.
I mean, I still got my Super 7, the 7-inch ones. I still have those. Now, and I
Okay.
have the Cobra Commander, the two bats. I have Destro. I think I do have Baroness, Snake Eyes, and Duke. I'm gonna get my Storm Shadow, my Doc, and the rest of them because they're cheap now. They're cheaper on Big Bag Toy Store.
What?
So I'm going for the
These are
value.
Super 7 are?
Yeah,
They're,
on
they're,
Big
they're
Bad
like
Toy
twice
Store.
as much as classified usually.
No, they're cheaper, man. They consistently have sales and shit, man. And that's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Super
I can
7
get
you
it on
got in your
sale.
hand now.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
Super 7
See,
Cobra.
I can dig that because it's cartoon accurate.
That's why I loved it. I was really
Yeah.
excited for these, but they don't have all the characters that I want. And
They drop them
that,
periodically. You got
yeah. I mean, like I said, man, I had a choice. I had to go with either classified or these. I couldn't do both.
Mhm,
And these just weren't coming out fast enough. And like I said, they were like 60, 50, $60 a pop,
mhm, mhm. They
you
was
know. So
What
like
the Super 7?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They were up there.
I'm not, and I
Well,
don't,
the
and I
ones I seen,
like
the
they
ones
are.
I
When
They're
they
saw.
cool.
when they
They're
first
very.
drop them, when they get first drop, they're high. But after a
Yeah.
while, you see after a couple of months, they drop down to like 40, then down to 30. Then they have deals on
I got him. I think I got him for like 20 on a
yeah,
sale at Big Bad. Yeah, that's
yeah,
why
Is
I
that?
they
got
Hey,
it.
drop.
hold that up. Hey, hold on. Can you make that one bigger? Let me see that.
That's why I got this one because he was on super
That
duper
shit-
sale.
And they're
Oh
making
yeah,
those
yeah,
into
that's
the
good.
O-ring. I just don't want the same plastic. I want a
I
shinier
know.
plastic.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of this. This is also more brittle than like classified plastic. Classified is more. I mean, these are more playability and articulation and
Yeah,
detail. These are more accurate to the cartoon.
yeah.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
100%.
I figured, since I have the O-rings and I didn't want to go classified too much anymore, I can
Yeah,
stick with the Super 7 joints because they're straight cartoon. So
and yeah, you grab a select few that you know what I mean, like
yeah,
certain characters, and you just grab those ones. I
yep,
mean, yeah, yeah. Black Genghis, salute.
yep,
What up? What up?
what up? Yeah,
On
yeah,
the
yeah.
replay. That's what's up.
People out the homie over there in the West Coast doing the big show. Kendrick Lamar,
Oh
wilding
yeah,
out.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, doing his thing, man.
Hmm.
I don't think Drake can perform over here anymore. It's sad, but it's true, man.
Old
This
Drakey.
guy did 3 renditions. Well, not 3 renditions. Well, he did it 3 times. Yeah, 3 renditions. He did it. They Not Like Us. He performed it 3 times in the same show. They wanted it an encore performance of that
Yeah.
song.
Yep.
Yo, the tide has turned.
Yep. Well, speaking of GI Joe, we still on GI Joe. Ever since
Oh, my fault, my fault.
definitely cool with
No,
that.
no, you good, you
Always
good,
on
you
that
good.
Joe stuff. Always on that Joe, baby.
Always on that
Always,
Joe
always
stuff.
on that Joe. Always on that Joe. Oh, I had to get him. I had to get him.
Sure.
I had
Yeah, man. They have a crowdfunding campaign now that they've got out for the special GI Joe collectible hardcover collection compendium of
oh,
all the Joe's comics. The
talk about it, man.
Kickstarter. Yeah, man, they're gonna collect every issue of the original 1982 comic book series, as well as tie-ins and out of print stories. And the campaign, it gives us a chance to get all 4 definitive hardcover compendiums presented in a faux leather edition that won't be available for purchase anywhere else. You can only get it on the Kickstarter. And the series will include the GI Joe Real American Hero comics debut issue and its tie-ins from over the years. The box sets will come in 2 distinct versions. One will be sporting like GI Joe art, and the other would be decorated with like Cobra. And each collection is about $300 each, with the campaign also offering just the first compendium for $75. And the Kickstarter campaign is available for backing now, with the 800 backers having pledged already. I think at this point, like 350,000 so far, maybe more by this time.
Oh no! Oh no! Those numbers is off, bro.
What happened?
It's up to 2 million. It's
Oh
already
yeah,
Damn,
that's what I said. It's probably way more by now.
yeah, it's 2 million right now, bro. It's
Nice.
eight approximately 8,000 backers or something like that.
Yeah, dog.
that's a lot for a
It's
Kickstarter,
nice.
man.
Well, it's a dope. I mean, I definitely want to get it, man. I'm gonna get the Cobra one, but let me see if we can get a peek at it real quick.
Um, yeah, my only I have some issues with that. I'll speak on it after y'all
All
go.
right, yeah, definitely. Hey, that's the man.
That's the homie, real deal.
Yeah, then I'm trying to pause it. So one of them has Cobra Commander. This one's got Serpentor. One has Baroness, and one has Storm Shadow.
Mhm.
Compendium 1, 2, 3, and 4. If you want the Cobra joint, which is what I want, and then in the GI Joe version has Snake Eyes, Scarlet, Stalker, and Duke. The
Mhm.
4 OGs.
For the first time ever, when you back this campaign, choose your side to unlock exclusive rewards. Will you stand with G.I. Joe or rule the world with Cobra?
He said, will you stand with G.I. Joe or rule the world with Cobra?
From trading cards to slipcases to hand-signed bookplates from me.
Trading
This is
cards.
your chance to experience G.I. Joe, a real American hero, like never before.
Experienced by like never before. Yo, Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the homie, man. We getting ready to see him in a couple of weeks. Mr.
Yeah.
Larry Hama, about to check him in a couple of weeks.
Oh, word.
Yeah. Get some books signed and stuff like that.
Hell yeah, dog.
Yeah,
It would be dope if you filmed the shit and broadcasted it.
yeah, but you know, you gotta get certain permissions from the brother. I'll ask him.
Yeah.
I'll ask him if he
Yeah.
can do that.
Yep.
Um,
But yeah,
but
each set comes with 9 different trading cards with different art by different GI Joe artists from the past and
Yeah.
from the present and the future. And Skybound announced that the first 6 cards from each set will be announced with the campaign, and fans will vote on the final 3 cards. Stretch goals and other campaign exclusives products are going to be announced throughout the campaign, which closes June 26th, just like 4 days from now. And then Energon, Skybound's newly launched Kickstarter compendiums, will collect the entire original 1982 G.I. Joe, as well as tie-ins and shit like that. Order of Battle and G.I. Joe Special #1. But more recent comics in the franchise have been exploring Robert Kirkman's Energon universe. And Skybound debuted 4 G.I. Joe centered miniseries, as we have been talking about with Scarlet and Destro being the latest ones. The first 2 was Duke and Cobra Commander. So I don't know if they're going to, if those are going to make it into this compendium or not, or if they're going to have their own joints or whatever. But
well, actually, what's happening? They having their own what do you call those? Damn, what are the thicker ones? I keep forgetting in there. They slip
like
from
a trade paperback
Omnibus,
they
the
have the trade.
omnibus,
or
Yeah,
omnibus.
they
the
have
omnibus.
not the omnibus, but the trades. They got
Trade
like
paperback,
Oh, the trade paperback shit.
graphic
yeah,
I
novels.
seen those. Yeah, I seen the graphic novels and I seen the trade. I seen the graphic novels and I seen the omnibuses. The omnibuses, they're gonna give you the whole run from the 80s and 90s, all that. Like some of the ones you were looking for that you couldn't find. I would just get the omnibus. I
Word
just
up.
get the omnibus and sell my comics and just keep the omnibus and just set them up in a real nice case. Now, well, you don't have to, but I'm just saying, like a lot of guys do that now because they need the space,
Yeah,
and the omnibus saves a lot of space. So
yeah,
I've seen guys sell like their whole collection, and they got a whole collection of omnibuses
yeah,
just stacked.
yeah.
Mm.
They still need more space, but with that,
Oh, you're always gonna need more space. Always gonna need more space.
yeah. But with the trade paperback, they already have Duke out. Duke is already in the trade paperback. They're
Yeah,
gonna
because they're 4 comics in each one.
yeah. So
Yeah, I got to get the trade paperback for Duke.
Or 5. I don't know. It's 5 maybe. 5 or
it's
6. Yeah,
five.
5.
It's five. It's
Everybody's gonna
five.
get
Yeah,
their trade. The
yeah. I got
only
to get the.
with this compendium though, my thing
Yeah.
is you don't see the logos of Marvel anywhere because it's an image skybound and
Oh, right.
thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't.
Mm.
I want Larry to get his money. He's gonna get his money,
Right.
But I'm not gonna purchase it because I got the complete set. All I need is the special, and that's it. I'm done.
Yeah.
I got all the comics.
See, that's how I am. Like, if I can get the individual issues, that's the way I'm gonna go. Like, I know I can wait for the trade paperbacks on all the comics that I like and all that, and I got a stack of graphic novels and shit, and they're great for reading, really great for reading. But I like to collect the individual issues.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
if I can have, if I'm gonna have my choice out of one of the 2, I'm gonna go with individual issues. If I can't get all the issues or whatever, then I'll grab the trade paperback. But
Yeah,
most
go
of
ahead
my
to trade. Yeah.
most of my trades I got from before I really started collecting comics. I was more into reading comics at first, and I got a whole bunch of trades and shit.
Yeah. The thing is with that, my whole thing is the crowdfunding part of it. I'm not a fan of it. From
Oh
I
yeah.
can from startups. If you're a startup and you're trying to do some crowdfunding, I can understand that. But you're talking about
What about HasLab? You don't fuck with HasLab?
yeah. I don't fuck. I haven't bought a HasLab since it started.
Mm.
I'm totally against it
Uh,
because if you're a billion
Mm.
dollar company, you're a billion dollar company. You should be able to put what you need to put on the shelves,
well,
especially with a brand that is so hot that it can't really stay on the shelves in a store, much less you know what I'm saying?
but you know why they do HasLabs, right? You know the purpose.
I mean, yeah, they hold the money, reinvest the money, get the interest off the money, the
No, I
million.
mean why they do it. They
Yeah,
do it because this is an item that is gonna be too expensive for the masses. That his tank with lights and all that shit, $350. Them shits would not fly off the shelves in
yes,
Walmart.
they would. Yes, they
Not
would. That's
that,
a total.
you
That's
say that.
no,
You
no, no.
say that.
Listen.
No,
That's what they.
listen though. Marvel or Hasbro has like scientists, market scientists that do data research, and
Well, they
they
must be
based
as
on that
kooky as
research.
they must be as kooky as Doctor Mindbender, because
Yeah.
put those things on the shelves, and they don't have to put. They can run limited numbers like they do with everything else. They
Yeah,
put it on the shelf. That shit is gone.
I feel you. I
You
mean,
know,
I
people are
you know,
purchasing. I mean, they're purchasing now, but they have to wait a whole year. That
yeah,
it makes no sense in my mind.
I
Like
feel
if
you.
you're purchasing something, you want that at least minimum 2-3 weeks because
No,
they
I
can
feel you. I
produce.
mean,
Yeah,
it has its pluses and minuses. I mean, it
yeah.
has its pros and
I
cons, and
understand.
everybody
I understand it. You got
to
guys
each their
now
own.
waiting for the helicopter for the Dragonfly. They thought they was going to get it this month, but now you're going to get it at Christmas. What type
Yep,
of shit is that?
that
You
shit
know what I'm
pisses me
saying?
off. Yeah,
See,
man.
I'm not
Yeah,
trying to
man.
go for that because me,
But the
my
thing is,
mind, I get belligerent, man. I
I
get
mean, when I say I got pissed off, I mean I was a little disappointed. But when I've already waited a year, I'm not really that mad. At this point, like I paid for it. It's like it's cool. It's in the bag. When they get it done, when they get it right and it's perfect, and they want to, they feel it's perfect. Then that's when I want it. I don't want it now. I want it when it's fucking perfect.
yeah, but in general, let's say okay, they produce these vehicles, they have them on deck. You soon as you purchase them, they get shipped to you in a week. That would be more satisfying than to wait a whole year. Then when they do drop it, it's overseas, and you got to watch other people unopen it, unbox their stuff, and you're sitting there like, yo,
That's
now,
with any. That's with all the Hasbro shit.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's
Yeah,
like I'm not with it, bro. But I can understand if people are with it, that's their prerogative. But for me, nah, I can't, I can't do that. It's just something in me that says I can't. No. I
I
mean,
feel you. To
you
each his
know, they get their money now and then they can work whatever they want to do with the money. And I know how manufacturing goes overseas because I deal with manufacturing overseas. And I know how fast they can produce a lot of toys, clothing, etc.
So you
So
feel that they could produce these HasLabs so much quicker than they do?
yeah, the average
Mm.
time you look at the toys that they do produce, the average time you can have it done within a month and a half. That's going back and forth with art and stuff like that. And also these factories are built for mass production. Okay, their excuse is saying, okay, we got to pay for molds, we got to do all this. Okay, all that jumps in the cost. The person purchasing it absorbs all the cost anyway, so it don't matter about the damn molds how much.
No, bro. What
But
what they're saying is that they need everyone to pay up front because we're
why?
paying because they're not going to put out the money when they don't
Why
believe that
they're
it.
a $1 billion company?
But they don't
And
believe
check
they don't believe it's guaranteed that they're gonna get their money
but
back
check
if they
this
do
out.
it that way. That's
Let,
why.
let
That's
me
why they've made that decision
let me
based
let
on
you
their market
understand.
research, bro. They didn't do it just to be a dick.
No, they're doing it to be a dick.
No, they're
Let
not,
me
bro.
let, let me
Think about that.
explain
Why
to
would they
you.
do that? Why would they
Right,
hurt
check
their
this.
own bottom line just to be an
Let me
asshole? That doesn't
explain
make
to you
sense.
first, bro. Let me explain to you. In any company, you produce something and put it on the shelves. Okay, people buy it. If things are left over, it's called a loss. You recoup that money, that
But they're
loss.
not trying to do that with no big ass, expensive ass thing that lights up and
Why?
has
It
electronics and
doesn't
all of that.
affect them.
You don't see that on the shelf, bro.
It
That's
does.
why when you go to Walmart, what do you see on the shelf? Do you see anything to the caliber of a HasLab? No, you don't. Not from no brand.
Okay, see, look, here we go. It's plastic. There are bigger things in there. They got electronic rolling fucking robots and shit. They have all sorts of things on the shelves.
I hear
They
you.
have bikes. They
I
have
hear you.
all these things.
But they don't have shit that's the level of a HasLab on the shelf in Walmart.
HasLab, the level of a HasLab is only perception. The actual cost for a HasLab is not what you truly think it is.
Well, that's with any product, bro.
$350.
That's retail.
Listen, $350 you spend is not what it actually costs to make that shit.
Obviously, that's retail.
So the value there is not
that's
even
any product, though, bro. What are you talking about? That's any product.
That's what I'm trying to point to you. So when you say the level of a HasLab, ain't no fucking real level to a HasLab. It's just like any other fucking toy.
Oh, let me explain to you what I mean by that. When I say the level of the HasLab, I mean having electronics in it, having lights and shit that you don't see that. You don't see all the shit that they have on that.
The Bratz car had lights, had radio. You can plug your fucking iPad and upload songs into it. Roll that motherfucker and be having all types of shit in it.
Bro,
so their technology,
bro, that shit was not $350.
Huh?
That was not a $350
exactly. Toy. So why are you paying $350 for some blinking fucking lights?
No, you're not paying for the lights alone. You got to add that into all the detail, everything about the HasLab, bro. There's a lot more to them products than you see in any other toy. Like the Vamp, for instance. I got the Vamp, I got the Ferret, and they're of basic detail. You know what I mean? There's a panel that looks like an engine part. But when I get the Dragonfly, there's molded shit. There's actual detail. There's more molding. There's more detail.
I know about the detail. I have many discussions and stuff.
All right, we got to move on. But I feel your point. You feel that it's not a good deal, and to each his own.
Yeah,
I mean, everybody.
I'm just saying, as far as collecting.
Right. I just want to say one thing.
Yeah,
it's okay if we disagree, as long as we understand. As long as we understand where each other is coming from. I get where you coming from, Raw Talk, and Reno. I get where you coming from too.
I get where you coming from, Raw Talk. I really do. I said that. I really do. I understand your point. I mean, but to each his own. I mean, I don't want to go back and forth because you're not going to convince me of your position. I'm not going to convince you of mine. We disagree. We agree to disagree.
Yeah.
But we understand where each other's coming from, and that's what counts. As long as I get what you're saying. We can disagree all day long, and that's cool. And people gonna do that. But either way,
through you when you buy all that shit, I'll be like, yo, that's dope. I'm not saying that it's trash in the sense whereas the shit don't look good, it's not playable, the design is not grandiose. The shit is immaculate. As far as design and upscaling it to a certain degree, is like it's amazing. But I choose to fall back, watch everybody else because I was in there. Trust me, you see my shit here. It was crazy. I was at a wild level, but then I was like, yo, I'm double dipping. So let me stick with what I know and just live through everybody else.
And that's the basis right there, because if you didn't have none of that shit, if you didn't have no O-ring shit, you didn't have no G.I. Joe shit whatsoever, you was 45 years old, you used to play with that shit in the 80s, you probably got rid of all your toys when you was a kid, single digit age damn near. You haven't had a toy in your life since you was a little kid. Now all this shit is coming out, bro. You're buying them HasLabs, you're buying all this shit, dog.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
I'm not gonna knock nobody for doing it. I'm just.
I've said it before. If I'm you, and I've been had all my G.I. Joe toys and all my O-ring shit, I wouldn't have probably dipped into this classified in the first place. And I started not to, but even I'll say it right now. I'd trade all my classified shit for the equivalent of O-ring shit. If somebody's willing to do that, let me know. But ain't nobody trying to do that. But yeah, I mean, if I'm you, I get your point. Like, I get it. But if you're me, I'm telling you, bro.
And remember, I
You getting the
collected all
Maslab, dog. I
shit.
can't wait to get that
Remember,
Dragonfly. I'm pissed off I didn't get
traded
to his.
you. Remember, I traded you to Dr. Mindbender and shit. So
Yeah.
I know where you coming from. I had all them joints, so it's like,
Yep.
I just felt I was in a corner to where I had to make a real harsh decision for myself.
Right.
You know, not to say that everybody's collections is that y'all got some dope shit. So I'm happy. So I get to see when you unbox that ferret is tough. It's
That
tough.
ferret is tough. Oh, yeah, I gotta get some real estate. I gotta make some real estate for that. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to put up a floating shelf. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put up a floating shelf or something, man.
And then when you show that Cobra Commander, that hoodie Cobra Commander, you see my expression. I'm like, God damn, like they just putting out the dope for somebody to come back in. You know what I'm saying? They want to bring me back, and it's like,
and that's what it is.
Things like
all this shit is to bring. All this shit is for collectors that they've been out the game for years and they trying to come back in with it. You know what I mean? And that's what they really getting it for. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Or some of us that just was like me and Reno, like we had the stuff, we just don't have it anymore, and this is our best shot at getting it back. We live in that nostalgia. Like I like to go and buy O-rings now. It's expensive. Because trust me, I'm trying to get one now. I gotta bid on the O-ring now. If it go through,
bro,
I'm good. But they're expensive.
The way Raw Talk, the way you feel about Haslabs or whatever, like the way I feel about the O-ring shit, I don't want it if it's not in the package.
I dig you.
Like I don't want to buy the figure and then I gotta buy the gun from this guy and the tube from that guy and and put them together. I want it in the fucking package, dog. And them shits are like $600-$700.
Oh yeah, I know. I understand. Trust me. I understand.
And if I can't have that, that's why I don't go to the O-ring, because I just it's fucking too expensive. Trust me, I hit the lottery, I become a rich dude, or the YouTube channel blow up or something like that. We all gonna have all the fucking shit in the package. Trust me.
But yeah, I should. I'm the type to open up the package.
That's just Reno got a problem. Reno can't keep them in the package. He gotta take them out.
Them.
Yeah, you gotta open them, man.
Like Iron with shipping. Like Iron with shipping, that's how he is with the package.
Imagine
it gotta go down.
Yeah, and not to say
package and tearing it open.
And not to say I don't support those, like, okay, these guys from 3D Joe's, they did a Kickstarter. Their startup. Yeah. I didn't buy this I didn't do the Kickstarter, but I was at a toy show where the guy was there in person and he had this, and my brother gifted this to me, and he bought one in my
Oh
cousin.
Yeah.
When you sent that today, Stu Dog, I was like, oh shit, yeah. You know what I mean? But this is for the toys. I know the compendium is the comics, and it's like, yo, it's cool. But I'm like, why didn't they just mix it up to make it one, like a green color?
Yeah.
To have Cobra and Joe in the green color and save dudes money. But there's some guys that's gonna buy the Cobra and the Joe one to be completion.
Yeah, be completions. Yeah.
So that's
some guys might just like Cobra. Some guys might like Cobra more than they like G.I Joe.
Yeah,
but Al Mega, he won't buy nothing but Cobra. He don't have no G.I. Joe products.
And here, in my mind, it's like, yo, why would you separate them in that manner? I see the hustle and I understand the hustle, but to me, it's like I ain't gonna buy into that hustle. But they could have got me. They may have got me if it was all one and it was green and it was cool, because you got Joe and Cobra together. I don't have to buy something extra because I'm feeling I'm left out about it. You know what I'm saying? So I do like Storm Shadow, but I gotta buy the Cobra shit, and I do like Stalker, so I gotta buy the Joe shit. You see where I am? Like, so instead of 300, I gotta pay 600 plus the added stuff, plus the tiers, and like, yo, I'm spending $1,000 on shit. Yeah, I see you, bro. I see you flexing over there, bro. I know what it is.
So, Stu, the size difference.
Yeah,
see how much smaller the ferret is? You can fit that on your shelf, bro.
Yeah, you can fit the ferret on there. The ferret is just maybe 2 to 3 times upscale from the original.
Yep.
Yeah. But that shit is dope. No, my only gripe with it is the gun is on the wrong side, I think. or is it not? On the let me see. Hold on. Shit, let me look at my shit. My old
Well, the one on the O-ring one has a big ass cannon that sits all along the side of it like that. That spans from the front to the back.
Right.
This
Remember
one
I said that
doesn't.
earlier. Yeah,
Yeah,
remember I
this one,
said that earlier. I said it had a giant cannon on the side.
but it
Yeah.
only can
This
shoot
one don't have
forward.
that one.
This one can shoot in any
yeah.
direction.
See, so here's the
That's the
O-ring
original.
one. This is the O-ring one.
Okay, so the missiles look the same. Okay, it's got the gun on the front. All right. It all pretty much look the same except for the big cannon. Yeah.
The
Yeah, they
cannon.
did really well. They did really well putting all the parts. I mean, it looks really close to the fucking
You got
original.
you got the little antenna on the back, like his or no?
What? What is it?
He's got the little antenna he got on the back of his right there.
Nah, the sticking up in the air. Nah, I don't have no antenna
Yeah.
sticking up. Nah,
They just put the missile joint in the back.
it's got a gun. It's got the missile joint on the side.
Yeah.
Same
Yeah, the
thing.
missiles and all that look the same. Yeah.
Got like a
I
little.
mean, you're right. They
gun
did. Yeah, they did really.
And you could put
Yeah,
blast
they did.
effects shooting out of the holes right here. And you could put blast effects out of here, and you could put blast effects coming out the tailpipe.
Yeah.
And
Did
this
it
is
come with the
cool.
blast
You can
effects?
No, it doesn't, unfortunately. But
They're gonna do.
You gotta order them. Now, can you
put this on
buy
the
the blast
side.
effects like separately? Can you
They're
buy the
gonna
blast
do that.
effects separately?
Actually, Lenny said he was gonna look into doing those type of packs, accessory packs. So
Well,
they
you
will
can
be
put-
coming with the blast effect stuff. I know that for a fact.
Check it out. I put the
Okay.
gun. I
Yeah.
put the gun kind of right there in the same position as that.
Okay, like the other one. Yeah.
Yeah, like
See,
the
that's dope.
original. So you can
This
pretty
is
Yeah,
much.
like the
gonna be
original.
why
Yeah,
it's on the opposite
that's
side.
hard.
Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the only thing. Like, it's on the opposite side.
Oh, I'll switch it. You can
See,
put it
you
wherever
can
you
switch
want.
it, yeah.
That's the thing about it. You can put it wherever you want.
See, that's the difference. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah,
dope.
yeah. It only want to. Yeah,
Yeah.
So that's hard. That's hard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that's
shit was
dope.
hard. Hell yeah. And I like how they got the Cobra shit on the tires. Like here, you can see Cobra ATV, but they have it in white, like
Right.
Goodyear, like
Yep.
like a racing tire. It's
The
This stands out.
white way. They got the white wall out.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's hard, man. I like that.
Yeah, man. And you got two for the twins.
Yeah, I had to.
Nice.
That's why I had to get two because of the twins, man. Because
Mhm.
whenever I seen the ferrets, the twins was always on them. So when I was a kid, I had two, and I had the twins on them.
Yep. Yeah. That's why I got two ferrets here now for the twins. Yeah.
Because in the cartoon, they're the only people that ever rode them. You never saw anybody else really riding them. They pull up on the ferrets.
Yeah.
The troop. I
And the
seen
flight
the
pods.
troopers on them a couple times. I
Yeah.
think. No, was it Techno Vipers? Somebody else rode up on them on the
Maybe
Thunder,
Destro, maybe.
on the
But
Thunder.
mostly the twins rode them.
But yeah, it was definitely the twins. Fucking every time you've seen that shit, the twins was on them shits.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I
And,
watched the cartoon. Because I got a confession to make. When there's nothing on
Shadow and
TV
Firefly
and
on
I
the fucking
can't find nothing to watch, I put it on the G.I Joe Live 24/7 channel, and I just watch that all day. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yep. Just
Have
watch
it-
Gunn
If I'm
roll.
ever flipping, yeah, whenever I'm flipping through tears, nothing. I'm like, damn, I'm like, you know what? It is something on. I go right to YouTube, hit that 24-hour G.I Joe channel. I keep it moving after that, bro.
Just
I
watch
don't play no
whatever
game.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I do whatever episode's on. I just rock it. I just rock it. I can watch that all day. And it's weird. It's weird that I could do that. Chicken crackers. I like to
I ain't
try
they
those.
made-
Man, barbecue.
I don't
And they
eat
come
pork.
in barbecue.
Yeah, I don't eat
I don't
pork.
eat pork either. Yeah, I don't eat pork, so that's the best I can get it.
Yeah, I seen here. I was like, maybe they'll get me to try a fucking something, but I don't even think I'm gonna fuck with that. Just something about eating fried skin don't appeal to me.
Hey man, it might be the best thing. It might be the best thing you ever
It might
had.
be bomb though. It might be bomb.
Might be
though.
bomb. Might be bomb. Or it might not be. But at least I'll be able to tell you if it is or it ain't.
Yeah. Well, I like.
Yeah.
Some people like chitlins. Some people like chitlins.
Cinnamon or grilled
I've
salmon.
never had chitlins, man. I never had. I don't like the way they smell. Even if I eat pork, I don't think I can eat them.
Yeah,
I don't think I can eat them if I eat pork,
I'm good.
bro. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Last
them,
time
that's
I
all
ate
I knew.
pork was back in the 80s. Well, yeah.
Last time I ate pork was 99.
And then
Yeah.
I got
I
knowledge.
did a report. I did a report in college. I did a report in college about pork, and the shit that I learned on my research, I never ate pork again.
That'll do it.
That's not a religious thing,
Yeah,
No, that's good, bro.
just about health.
right?
You know, my father. I used to think my father didn't let us eat pork for a religious thing, but recently I was talking to him about it. I asked him. He said, "Son, he said it was a health conscious thing."
Right.
He said, "I just didn't think that it was safe and healthy enough for us to eat as a family in order to bring it in the house." He said, I just never." He said, "That's why." He said, "I wouldn't eat it." He said, He
Mhm.
said, "It was a lot that went down with it." And so he said, I never fed it to y'all." He said, "I told your mother never fed it." He said, "I never bought it in the house." He said, "We ate everything else,
Mm.
but we didn't eat no pork."
So, yeah, man, I'm looking at the newest, the 308, because I got 306 right here and 307. I think is
Oh,
that
oh, you seen the zombies,
the
bro?
zombies, dog. That shit, dog. That shit looks crazy. The main cover for the issue is by Andy Kubert, who's been handling cover duty since Skybound started its take on the book in G.I. Joe Real American Hero number 301. They started
Yeah.
off. And he's joined by the colorist Brad Walker. And for every 10 copies ordered of the issue, retailers can get the black and white version, the pencil version. And
Next week.
yes, and in the first issue by Skybound, Serpentor released a mutant virus that has turned everyone on the island into mutated versions of themselves.
Yeah, music. Yes, I
And
remember
this
that.
Cobra faction is getting set to invade Springfield, which is the small American city that Cobra secretly uses for their base. And Cobra Commander leads a non-mutated Cobra force there. And Serpentor has been loading up with planes designed to release the virus out to the city. And his invasion appears to be, ready to go. And yeah, man. And in the first look pages provided by Skybound, we can see the recon squad that Joe Command is now about the impending invasion is being well thrown into their cells on Cobra Island. And interestingly, the mutations don't seem to have changed the personalities of any of the Cobra operatives, just their physical appearances. They're still them same selves. And back at the home base, you have Duke assigning the protection of Springfield to the G.I. Joe Ninja Squad, which is led by Scarlet, who is in Arashikage with Storm Shadow, Jinx, Snake Eyes, Dawn Moreno, Snake Eyes. Dawn's parents lived in Springfield, but the latest intelligence suggests that her parents were tragically killed by Cobra, which makes this a difficult mission for Dawn. But she is committed to her new ninja family, and she's ready to throw down. And I got some. Oh shit!
Yo, it's
I
gonna
got
be
some dope
serious.
images.
And
Yeah,
you
dog.
know y'all getting those figures too, right? That is gonna be
Yes,
sick.
that's what I'm saying,
That's
bro.
that shit is gonna be sick, man. I give it to them. They getting into that realm where they're doing their
Oh,
shit, man. They're doing their shit. Shit, goddamn.
but this ain't Energon though, is it? Nah, this ain't Energon.
Oh,
So
that's
this
not
might not.
Energon. No,
No.
no, that's not Energon at all. Just
So they
Skybound
might.
image.
Yeah, Classified makes Energon though.
Do
You
they?
Well,
know.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah, Classified been
but
coming out of
then
these.
they can't pass up this because if this is
I
gonna
know
go crazy. They can't
it's
pass
gonna go crazy. This is the mutation, man. This is the virus that Serpentor.
that
What the
covers.
fuck is this shit?
Uh-oh.
That's malware. Get off of there. Get off of there. Get off of there.
It's good. But yeah, they got the black and white version here.
Yeah,
If
I'm
you
getting
that's
everything.
the what do you call it? Um 1 in 10
Yeah,
ratio. And this is I like this cover. I'm getting this cover. I really
I'm
love that cover.
getting that
What
too.
the fuck?
With Storm Shadow, I'm getting that as
And
well.
Spirit? Yeah, Storm Shadow and where is he
Spirit
at?
Iron Knife.
Where's he at? There we go.
Yeah, that
And
shit is.
they were rivals in the cartoon. It
Mm-hmm.
was more them. They were more rivals than Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow.
The Snake Eyes.
And,
Yeah, that was crazy to me, but we
But
liked it.
they
We
were
liked it though.
brothers. They were brothers. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow. Yeah, because in the
Brothers.
comics it was more Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow, and TV shows more
oh
Storm Shadow and Spirit went at it.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, they used
And
to be
Spirit is one of my
close.
that's my other favorite GI Joe character. So
Yeah.
between Spirit and Shipwreck, that's a no
Mhm.
brainer for me. Those my two homies right there. So the Slaughter, that's another one of my. That's another one of my favorites.
Everybody question me on it.
Yeah. Who's your top two? Who's your top two?
Well, Wild Bill. That's why
Okay.
I'm also like the
I can go with
HasLab.
Wild
I
Bill.
could have waited for it because of Wild Bill.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I had to pull back. So it's
Did you
Wild
see the?
Bill and Crystal Ball.
Crystal Ball.
Crystal
Yeah,
Ball.
What
that
about
is an
Wild Bill?
unusual. That is an unusual top two.
Crystal Ball,
Man,
that's your favorite?
Yeah, because
that
he's
isn't. That
Vincent
isn't.
Price.
Yeah.
I love Vincent Price, man.
Oh shit.
That's
He
my
is Vincent Price. That's all he really is. That's all. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. He looked like him and everything. Yeah, they ain't even try to hide it. Yeah.
Nah. They ain't try to hide it. He's definitely Vincent Price.
Yeah.
He is definitely Vincent Price. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Vincent Price.
Yeah,
but we because everybody get a pass. Everybody gets a pass with Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow because everybody liked them. So that's we all Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow fans. But after I always ask people after Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow, who are the next two Joes that you just if you had to have them, you just gotta have them, no matter whether it's O-Ring Classified or whatever. What's your two favorite after Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow?
Yeah, I mean, Flint was always one of my favorite figures. He just always was dope. I loved the beret and shit, how he looked. In the cartoon, he had like a brown shirt, but the toy he had a black shirt with the bullets. He was just a really dope looking figure. My favorite
I like
figure was Storm Shadow version 2 was my favorite all-time figure. But if we not doing Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes, Tunnel Rat.
But you get those automatic. You get those automatically. But your next two favorite are what? Tunnel Rat.
I mean, this one's automatic. But what about version 2?
You get that too. You get version 2. Any version of Storm Shadow or Snake Eyes, you get that automatic.
Okay.
Boom. That's already on the trophy case. You got that. But if you had to pick two after that, what would they be?
Yeah. I always fuck with Flint and Tunnel Rat, I guess.
Okay. Because that's a hard pick for a lot of people. That's a hard pick for a lot of people. When you say that's why when like we were talking, I was like, look, Shipwreck. And people look at me crazy. They be like, Shipwreck? I'd be like, bro, I always loved Shipwreck. I always thought Shipwreck was dope. And then Storm Shadow came out. I was like, yeah.
Nah. What I'm thinking about, because Snake Eye, if we doing.
Oh, you got Crystal Ball. And he got the shield with the hypnotized shit. Yeah, because he's the Cobra. He's the Cobra hypnotist, right?
Yeah.
He's the interrogator, the Cobra interrogator.
Okay.
He just hypnotized him and shit.
Yeah.
They tell him whatever you want. Yeah.
Yeah, this is my guy right here.
I need the code to your phone. Just with the shield. Give me the code to your phone.
Minds too.
Yeah.
They got it.
Hypnotize motherfuckers.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, with the cards.
Well, moving on to DC because it is DC Power Hour.
It is.
And I know people come.
I gotta break out, fellas. I know it's
you gotta
break out.
Damn, you gotta bounce early, man. It's Saturday.
It's 8 o'clock, man. It's 8 o'clock. It's Saturday. I gotta be to work. I gotta be to. Well, by the time I get, because I gotta be there early on the weekends, man. So by the time I get,
won't be late.
By the time I get dressed and all that, and I mean, it seemed like the time just fly by.
Right.
It's just like, and then I gotta be there just a little earlier than I normally was there early, because we got like a little formal lineup we gotta do now, man. So I just gotta. Okay. That's the only reason why I leave. Normally I jump off here between 8:15, 8:30. That was smooth.
Yeah.
But now I gotta be to that even earlier, so I just jump off at 8, get dressed, shoot there, and then go do my job, man. But I sent you some DC stuff earlier, man, about Robin's costume, his son's costume, Nightwing's son's costume. But I'm gonna be watching. I'm gonna be in the chat watching y'all, man. So I'll chime in from the chat. But
cool.
Yeah, I'll catch y'all Wednesday. Peace.
Peace.
All right, brother. One. Yeah, man. Nightwing's son had the coolest costume or the coolest Robin costume in DC history. That's what Stu was talking about.
Let's check that out.
Let's see if I can. Yeah, if he
with the Cobra Commander though, man, that's
wild.
Shoot, sheesh. They giving you the battle armor, the hooded, and once was a man. Oh,
Right.
like yo.
I'm trying to remember where the fuck I got this. Where did I download? I copied. I screenshotted it.
That's
It's probably
they
off Google.
everybody's mouth up. No, they didn't shut everybody's mouth up. They made everybody do this. Like what?
Yeah, they dropped everybody's chin to the floor.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But all right, so here goes the thing Stu was talking about, the Robin costume, Nightwing. Let me see what he said. Oh yeah, it's a pretty dope costume. Let's see here.
Check it out. Check it out.
Skirt. The yeah, it's not a matter of gender or age. It's a matter of legacy. Let me see if there's more pictures. Not many pictures of it. That's kind of one there. You kind of see it. It says Nightwing's Earth 2 son. Okay, so it's Nightwing's Earth 2 son. Nightwing's son, John Grayson II, becomes Robin with a unique costume design that makes his Boy Wonder suit one of the best. John's Robin suit combines elements from past Robins like Tim Drake and Damian Wayne, paying homage to the character's rich visual history. John's Earth 2 exclusive Robin costume could be the coolest in DC Comics history, even if he could only appear in DC's main continuity. Oh man, I wish we had a better picture of it, but I guess
that reminds me of like Caesar's robe type deal.
Yeah, and Tim Drake's costume a little bit, and yeah, the cape definitely gives Caesar vibes. He's got the upside down bat sort of on his mask.
Yeah, that looks crazy.
Yeah, Earth 2 Society number 22, 2017, Robin Grayson or John Grayson 2, Robin costume. Yeah, New 52.
They still running that New 52? I always thought that was old, but they
Yeah, I think it's over. I think that's 20. I think it's over now, but as for the DCU, the DC universe in the movies, James Gunn's movie universe that is cooking is the Superman movie is filming, and production has moved to LaGrange, Georgia, which will be the location for the scenes taking place at the Kent farm. And I know I showed that image of the sunset with like the grass, but now we have some actual pictures of like the house and the farm and shit like that. And some like a little set photo and shit. But while they don't reveal very much, the first photos from the set have now been shared online, and we're not sure if these buildings are the actual Kent home or if they are just some structures that are on or around the property. Smallville stuff. Pa and Ma Kent will be played by Pruitt Taylor, Vince, and Neva Howell. I don't know those people, those names.
I think they're from there's a few shows. I think if I see the guy's face, I know his name. He's from some on Netflix, I believe. I forgot what it was called. Powell is the name.
Pruitt Taylor, Vince. Yeah, that's the house. I guess that's the farm. It's not.
Yeah. See, we know him. You know who Pruitt Taylor Vince is. Remember what was that movie where they had all personalities?
The eyeball.
Yeah, he's crazy. Yeah,
he's one with the eyeball that goes real fast. He could look left and right. Like his eyeball twitches left and right really fast. It's something he does. He's a little trick he does in all his movies, makes him look cool. Or weird or whatever. Creepy. He always looks real creepy, crazy dude. He always plays like a psychopath.
Yeah, remember that movie where they was all at the hotel and he was playing everybody's personalities in his mind?
Yeah.
And the kid was the one that was the psychotic one.
Yep. Yeah, I forget the name. That was a dope movie.
Oh, I forgot what it was called. But it was excellent movie. Excellent movie.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, that's interesting that he's going to be Clark Kent's dad.
He looks more like a Luthor character.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
will be a weird. Yeah, this
he
is a
would be a
weird.
dope Luthor too. He
I
would be
know.
a definitely dope Luthor.
It's
Hands
a
down.
yeah, he would. Yeah, he really would. He
Yeah,
really would. This version.
yeah.
But I don't know. I
Like
don't.
Vincent, Nefario, I forget his name. Vincent, the other Vincent,
Who? What?
the one that plays Kingpin. They
Oh,
both
Vincent
favor.
D'Onofrio.
Yeah, no, yeah, they both favor to me.
A little
They
bit.
both
Yeah.
have that that demanding, aggressive, but teddy bear aggressiveness. I
Right.
was
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
like they'll fuck you up when they need to.
Right. Right. Yeah, it's an interesting casting. I am really curious to see how he plays Wayne Kent or Clark Kent's dad rather.
Yeah.
I mean, but
Jonathan Kent, right?
John
Wayne
Kent,
Kent.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
this is the Wayne Kent of the other universe, right?
No, I'm just talking about his dad. What's his dad's name?
Jonathan Kent.
Jonathan, yeah.
Yeah.
That's his dad, right? Jonathan?
Yeah, Jonathan. Jonathan Kent is the dad, and the son is named after the dad.
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
Superman.
who's Clark?
Clark is Clark.
Well, who's John?
John is the son of Clark Kent,
Okay.
but he named him after his father.
After his father.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. Well, this is the Kent farm. Let me there's also another photo.
Yeah, but that's cool. That's cool. I would love to see it because he has a good range of acting, and his method is he has some good method to his acting, man. He really gets deep,
Mhm.
you know. What you call it was okay. What's his name? Oh, what's his name? Dances with Wolves. God damn it.
Kevin Costner.
Yeah, he was good, but he was like
Yeah.
you always see the bodyguard when you see his face. I don't care where you look, you see the bodyguard or
You never watched The Bodyguard.
or the postman.
I never watched The Bodyguard. Postman was good.
Yeah, Postman
Dances with Wolves I watched.
Waterworld.
Waterworld. Yeah, Waterworld.
And Yellowstone. So it's like,
Yellowstone is that joint.
yeah.
That shit's hard. But this is the cast right here. Some of the cast members.
Awesome.
That's Guy Gardner, Green Lantern, right there.
Okay.
And this might be Jon Stewart. I don't know who this is here.
Yeah,
Doesn't look like Mr. Terrific. That's not that guy. That's not Githegi. I don't know who she is or she is. Obviously, that's James Gunn.
Guy Gardner and that the other guy is the Black Green Lantern.
Jon Stewart, right? That's what I'm saying. I think he might be Jon Stewart.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
But yeah,
I think at what is it? San Diego Comic-Con is when they really dropped the lineup for the actors, I believe.
mm-hmm.
They're gonna drop the full lineup
on the panel. Yeah.
By that time, they should have a snippet of the preview of whatever they was yet to come. Knowing him, knowing he'll put a snippet. It ain't gonna be too long, but it'll be something crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah.
I do want them to keep that music though. That go back to the old music with
right.
That'll be hot.
Right.
I like shit like that, man. That score was like tremendous. That whole movie score.
Epic. Yeah, epic. Epic.
I remember I had
we got a look of it.
Yeah, I had a producer of mine. He made a dope beat off of that, and Karis One stole my goddamn beat, man. Well, not steal. I mean, it was open. I didn't really fully claim it, but he took the beat and rocked over it, and it was pretty dope. You know.
Yeah. Damn.
Chris.
Yeah.
The teacher.
The teacher. But yeah, James Gunn, DCU Superman reboot is filming in Cleveland, Ohio, also. And
nice.
We got a little shot of David Cornsweat suited up. It's not really a shot. It's a blurry one, but it's a glimpse of the new suit. the second picture, because of course we saw him sitting down, putting his boots on, but it's all kind of baggy. Now we get to see him where he's, doing his hands on his hips, and the suit's really tight and everything, but it's a really bad picture because it's on the front image of a newspaper, and we have to zoom in, but you can see it there, like in the distance, in a newspaper machine, in a photo that we were able to
So he
pull.
gives you the iconical Superman pose with the hips. Oh yeah, that's iconic, man.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. Okay. He got the curl. I see the curl.
It's
Can't have
all there.
the curl, man. I don't give
I
a
mean,
goddamn.
this is definitely like a Superman movie, I think. And I think, I got friends that are real hardcore Superman fans that are really pissed about Cavill losing his spot, and they are boycotting this movie and don't want to see it and all this. And
Oh, no.
I think that they're missing out. I
I
think they're
got
gonna
friends who
really
are the opposite. They say if
Yeah.
they do the Superman movie right and go by the his who Superman is, he's that
Right.
gold, he's the Boy Scout, man. He's the truth,
Mhm.
honor, integrity, and everything. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
Look at this. Superman
oh
stops MTA rail from running the tracks, and there he is, like literally stopping it. This shit excites me, man. I think this is gonna be an amazing movie.
dope, man.
This
It's
is
gonna
gonna
be,
be an amazing
and
fucking
it's gonna be
Superman film.
true to the comics, like how Superman is supposed to be. There's no real dark side to Superman. He only got a dark side in the modern era, more modern era,
Yeah.
because they added the death of Lois. That's when he goes crazy and shit.
Right. Right.
But in general, in the early days and stuff, truth, justice, in the American way. Like, he's that guy.
Absolutely.
That guy.
Absolutely.
Hands down.
Man, I think this is gonna be an amazing fucking comic book movie. Just a great comic movie, period. Because Gunn is just good at that shit,
Yeah. Yeah.
making comic movies. And because he's good at making, doing, like ensembles with all these different characters, and that's what he's got. He's got a bunch of different characters that aren't just because most Superman movies we see it's just Superman all the time,
Yeah.
but we'll actually get to see Green Lantern, Hawker, like 5 or 6 other characters, Mr. Terrific, all these other characters like you would see in a comic book. You
And
would
not
be
just your average Batman and Wonder Woman show up, the big three. No, you get
right.
the other
Side
heroes.
fuckers. Yes.
Yeah.
Not the most main popular ones that you always see all the time.
Yeah.
And
And
that's
that's
what I'm
why
excited
everybody
about.
like Black Adam, in a sense. You get to see
Mhm.
other
That
type
was
of
the good
characters.
yeah, that was the good part about it.
Yeah, that was mostly
Only
the
good
only
part. Yeah, only good. But, yeah, I
Doctor
mean,
Fate, like,
yeah.
okay, that's
A
pretty cool.
and I know there's shitty pictures, but up until now, it's the only major reveal that's come from these,
Mm.
set photos is this glimpse, and then a glimpse of Maria, Gabriella de Faria in costume as the engineer, but
Okay.
we did get, a first official look at David Cornsweet in his super suit, but the image, I think it looks good.
I like how they did it with the newspaper. That's pretty dope. The
The
deal.
newspaper, yeah, that's
Yeah.
so cool.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can't
but
wait for
yeah,
this man movie, man. I
yeah,
can't wait for it.
the Man of Tomorrow, proving that he is indeed more powerful than a locomotive. Accompanying the text, it's difficult to make out, but some of the eagle-eyed fans have spotted a couple of Easter eggs. There's an Anton Arcane mention in some of the writing on the newspaper and shit like that, like some more obscure, some Superman characters, lore and shit like that. So yeah, man, it will be dope. Will be dope.
Yeah, we're gonna see some real good stuff, and then, I mean, if he makes it into what have you, maybe 3, 4 films, or he may be that one that said, "Look, I'm gonna give you this Superman film, but we moving into the Justice League or Justice Society. We're moving on.
Yeah.
We want more heroes. We want you to see everybody." But Superman, yeah, he's the anchor, but he's gonna show up in everybody else's film.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Which is dope. I mean, like, you can't have it just Superman movies all the time. Have him
Yeah.
show up in the mix of a Batman film. When Batman is truly in trouble, he'd come in and help him and then dip off. Like, all right, I
Right.
did my job. I'm out.
Right.
Yeah.
And we get to see a little bit of some Lex Luthor shit. Luthor Corp
Okay.
is got some military shit. We saw what appeared to be like a makeshift military base, and the comics have also occasionally gone down this route. But the question now is, does Lex work alongside the military, or is this Luthor Corps more weapons based than what we're used to seeing in comics? Is it more of like a Tony Stark thing, a Stark Industries? Either way, it seems likely that the villain is going to be targeting Superman with all manner of weaponry, and including certain power suit that if we're lucky, we'll get to see
Hopefully,
Lex.
you can see that.
Yeah, that would be, I mean, that's something that Gunn would do, man, and get to see him in the green power suit. And rumor has it that he creates a Superman clone, like a new take on Bizarro, Ultraman. And if that's true, Lex will more than likely be portrayed as a mad scientist type character, which I have seen that iteration.
He is.
As well.
He is.
And he does, yeah. And you know, he's the guy that's playing Lex Luthor said, "I've been working out." That's he said. There's a bit. He said, "There's that bit." He said, "There's that bit in All Star Superman where he talks about his muscles being real rock hard work and all that. I kind of took that as a little bit of fuel for the fire." End quote. I guess he means that he saw something about Lex saying that he had muscular calves, and so he's been working out his calves.
I think he had a conversation with Lois or something like that. Yeah.
Right. But the LexCorp logo on the back of these Humvees, we get to see, and that's a little blurry as well because I zoomed in real hard, but that's what you see here on the back of the Hummer right there. Right there.
Okay.
Right there. It looks, that's it right there. Luthor Corp.
Luthor Corp before it becomes Lex Corp. Okay.
Exactly. They might be, yeah, I don't know if it's a LexCorp thing, if it's a Luthor, if you know, they're changing the name, if the son changes the name, or if it's just Luthor Corp now. But the movie will tell a story of Superman's journey to reconcile his Kryptonian heritage with his human upbringing as Clark Kent of Smallville, Kansas, which is very typical of the original comics. And he's the embodiment of truth, justice, and the American way, guided by human kindness in a world that sees kindness as old-fashioned. And David Cornsweet is playing Superman. Rachel Brosnahan is playing Lois Lane, and the cast includes Isabella Merced as Hawkgirl, Eddie Gathegi as Mr. Terrific, Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner, Green Lantern, Anthony Kerrigan as Metamorpho, and Gabriella De Faria as the Engineer. Supporting characters include Sarah Sampaio as Eve Tessmacher. Miss Tessmacher's in that piece. Wendell Pierce as Perry White.
Okay.
Skylar Gisando as Jimmy Olsen. Pruitt Taylor as Pa Kent. Neva Howell as Ma Kent. So they're going to be Pa and Ma Kent, I guess. They're not going to be John and Martha. Beck Bennett as Steve Lombard. Michaela Hoover as Kat Grant. Christopher McDonald as Ron Troop. And Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor. Millie Alcock is also expected to make a cameo appearance as Supergirl, maybe before taking flight in her own movie, Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. Millie Alcock is the girl who played the main character in House of the Dragon the first season, the first couple of episodes. That's where her claim to fame. But we should be able to see this in about 1 year, July 11th, 2025. That's how long we're going to be talking about this goddamn movie.
I'm for it though. I mean, as long as he drops little pieces, and like I say, San Diego Comic-Con is when we're going to get a big chunk of information, which is, and some imagery that's going to really dazzle our minds. Yeah, he's really buttering it up for us, man. I'm all for it, man.
Yep. And after the Superman joint, there's a James Gunn DC Batman that's different than the Batman, the Robert Pattinson Batman. That's a separate thing. That's a Elseworlds thing. But DC's DC universe, the DCU, James Gunn's the thing he's overseeing, their sort of Marvel universe, their sort of MCU, right? It's the DCU, and that's going to include its own Batman. And the first movie is going to be Batman Brave and Bold, and so it's going to be Batman and Robin. Damian Wayne is going to be in there. My favorite Robin. I know a lot of people hate him. James Gunn has chimed in, and it looks like we may have to discount Nexus Point scoops moving forward. But we have, according to the Nexus Point news, DC Studios has turned to Andy Muschietti, the guy who did It and The Flash. And Rodo Siagiz, I don't know how to say his name. Yeah, Evil Dead and Alien Romulus, who wrote their screenplays. They're writing the screenplay for The Brave and the Bold. I have some thoughts on who should direct this movie, and if they do it, man, it could be the fucking best Batman movie we ever get. But I'll tell you about that in a second. Muschietti remains attached to direct, and that's not what I want. Interestingly, though, James Gunn appears to have turned to two filmmakers with serious horror experience for this reboot. Grant Morrison's Batman and Robin run includes scary sort of horror elements, including Professor Pig and the twisted Simon Hurt and Man Bat. So these are the
Man Bat is serious.
Yeah, bro. So James Gunn is really going comic style. You know what I'm saying? This is going to be a comic style Batman. I'm praying to God he's going to be wearing the gray and blue. I don't want another black suited Batman right now. We've done that to death. Let's go back to some gray and blue. That's just me. Yeah, but Sayagaze, or whatever you say his name, Sagiz. Sayagus. It's Sayagues. Sayagues. Sayagues.
Yes.
Sayagus.
Yeah.
Sayagus.
Yep.
Other credits don't include Don't Breathe and its sequel, Don't Breathe 2. And Muschietti is currently working on Max It spinoff, Welcome to Derry, which I'm excited about because Stephen King has a fictional town called Derry, and a lot of his stuff takes place there. And I have fucking probably 10 of his books, at least 20 of his books.
Century.
Yeah, this place called Derry is where It takes place as well. And a bunch of the movies, but like Carrie, all that shit. Well, I don't know what Carrie does, but Christine, like a lot of his movies and a lot of his books take place in Derry. And so anyway, there's a movie called Welcome to Derry that's coming out, and then he's working on. But anyway, the site adds that The Brave and the Bold is looking to start production in 2025, which could set it up for a 2027 release.
Okay.
But it's going to be sort of a horror tinged approach to Batman with a comic feel. The DCU's Bruce Wayne from previous iterations and Matt Reeves, the Batman franchise, are separate and different characters. But this news has not been confirmed, so we'll keep you updated and let you know as we get more news. But a lot of fans are concerned with Gunn choosing Muschietti to direct The Brave and the Bold, especially after watching The Flash, which is his movie as well. I am really not fucking happy about it. But I have a really good suggestion of who should do it. But the James Gunn said, "This is the introduction to the DCU's Batman. This is the story of Damian Wayne, who is Batman's actual son, who we didn't know existed for the first 8 to 10 years of his life. He was raised as a little murderer and assassin. He is a little son of a bitch. He is a little son of a bitch, and he's my favorite Robin." End quote. And he's my favorite Robin too. So I'm with Gunn on that. I can't fucking.
Yes. But wasn't he a clone of Bruce Wayne, an actual clone, or was he the birth son? Because I remember in one instant he was like a clone.
I don't know how. Yeah, I don't know if they used his DNA to impregnate the woman or what it was, or it was. It had something to do with racial. I'll Google. I don't know, but it's based on the Grant Morrison comic book run, which is one of the best Batman runs, and they're putting that together. And Peter Safran, the other CEO of DC, it's Gunn and Safran. Safran handles the more corporate business end of the DCU, and James Gunn handles the creative shit.
Yeah.
And this he said, and this is obviously a feature film, and it's going to feature other members of the extended Bat family, just because we feel like they've been left out in the Batman stories in the theater far too long. So we're talking, maybe other Robins, Batgirl, Batwoman, other characters, Nightwings, shit like that.
Nightwing, Red Hood.
Yeah,
Lucius
exactly.
Fox.
Right.
Yeah, his son as the Batwing. If you do that, that'd be sick.
Yeah.
You get to see Ra's al Ghul or Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah. Well, what I think would be dope. So in 2014, DC produced a Batman movie in the style of Guy Ritchie, proving that his approach would be ideal for a live action Batman project. I really think Guy Ritchie. So Guy Ritchie is the guy that gave you the Robert Downey Jr. um Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah. Sherlock Holmes. He did
A bunch of other shit. Yeah.
Lock, Stock, and
Lock, Stock, Two Smoking Barrels.
What's the other one? Snatch.
Fucking I think he did Rock and Roller. He did
Yeah.
He might have done definitely Sherlock Holmes.
Anything with the Gentleman, the
Gentleman, yep.
Yeah,
Wrath of Man, fucking The Covenant.
A lot of stuff with Latham Statham.
Jason Statham, yeah.
Jason Statham, yeah.
yeah. That's a tongue twister.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's like, I love Rock and Roller. I love fucking his directing style.
Hell yeah.
I love the fucking Sherlock Holmes shit. The way he did the like slow motion fight
scene
shit, that was super dope. Yeah. And I would love to see that in a fucking blue and gray suited Damian Wayne rocking Batman movie. That would be amazing to me.
And you got to have Vinnie Jones in it at some point, because Vinnie Jones is in a lot of his stuff.
Yeah, that would be dope. Vinny, yeah, absolutely. Vinnie Jones would be a dope villain, dog. Oh, he could be fucking Two-Face. He could be fucking. Yeah, he would kill it. But yeah, what do you call it? The animated. It was a lot of the animated Batman movies have been produced in the DCU timeline, and exploring classic and new stories in a diverse, range of styles and different artists and shit. And the DCU plans its future now, and basically it would be wise, I think, to consider this legacy, particularly as the timing is perfect for this live action gray and blue Damian Wayne Batman in a Guy Ritchie style, and having Guy Ritchie do it. He's an acclaimed director, mostly known for more gritty gangster movies and heist movies and shit. But again, he did Sherlock Holmes, and it would be an amazing fit for this. And DC's animated movie Batman Assault on Arkham was greatly influenced by Guy Ritchie's style. It was based on, like, if you watch the animated movie, you can tell, like, oh, they're making this is supposed to be like a Guy Ritchie movie. It's fucking obvious.
He does the dopest heist movies ever. Period.
Oh, yeah. Period. And the movie was a loose prequel to the Batman Arkham video game series. It's called Batman Assault on Arkham. It's an animated movie. Go fucking watch it. It's amazing. DC animation is not like Marvel animation. It's fucking good. Yeah. It's really good.
I got a whole library, man. It's dope.
Easily the best comic movies. Bruce Timm needs to fucking do some live action shit, but I would love to see Bruce Timm take over for X-Men, but that would be that'd be amazing, dog. That would be. But anyways, the what do you call Arkham game, breaking into the Arkham Asylum, encountering the Dark Knight in the process, all of that shit. Assault on Arkham would be the perfect way that a live action movie in that style would work. It would be so dope. Um, in a preview for Batman Assault on Arkham, director Jay Olivia shared his insights into his approach for doing the film. So I'm not just making that up about it being, based on a Guy Ritchie movie. He said that the script lent itself well to Guy Ritchie's typical tone. Quote unquote, he said, for this film, when I read the script, it was very different than what I was used to. Because I started prepping for this film, I thought to myself, well, you know what? If I directed this a little differently, what if I directed this like a Guy Ritchie film? End quote. And I think, man, it's like hand in a fucking glove, dog. It would be so dope, man. And the narrative in Batman Assault on Arkham does recall a lot of Ritchie's movies, like Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, Snatch. It has a lot of that shit. And, the plot concerned a complex, high stakes robbery heist, and it was orchestrated by Gotham's, different rogues, different Batman's rogues and shit. And it echoes numerous Guy Ritchie movies, and the wider British crime genre,
Yeah,
that
mobster
mobster.
stuff like that, man.
Yep. And he described it as very heist kind of Italian job film, talking about the Batman movie, and referencing the iconic gold theft movie starring Michael Caine, the OG one. Assault on Arkham also mirrored the pacing of Ritchie's movies, real quick cuts, rapid dialogue, and shit like that.
flashbacks or coincidental flashbacks.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. And the plot, intricately incorporated the plans and the personalities of multiple characters at the same time, like you're showing what they're all doing at the same time. And each member of the Suicide Squad had like a nuanced, complexity reminiscent of the ensemble casts that Ritchie has in his movies. Like many of Ritchie's movies, like The Gentleman, Assault on Arkham's main characters were morally ambiguous, not good guys, not bad guys, just gangsters, like kind of gangsters with a heart. And with the motives and the backstories that contributed significantly to the overall narrative, and the heist theme plot in the cartoon deviated from the traditional Batman narratives that we would normally see, but produced, I think, one of the best animated Batman movies out there, and definitely was a fresh rendition on the franchise. But to see that, man, in live action, because Guy Ritchie does so well with ensemble casts and multiple characters, and that's what James Gunn does so well. And with Gunn producing, Guy Ritchie directing, this other guy, whoever, right, doesn't matter, guy who writes it, because Guy Ritchie's gonna fucking tweak the script and make it his own anyway. So in a perfect fucking world, bro.
Tell me about it. That would be awesome, man. It'd be like, yeah, this one bloke named the Penguin runs around thinking he's this and that, when the other bloke across the way, Two-Face,
Yeah.
and they be showing them how they meet up is simply over an apple pie. They both go to the same bakery for an apple pie. It would be the weirdest shit,
Yeah.
but it makes sense.
Yeah. Exactly.
That'd be awesome.
Oh yeah. And that's the Gunn Batman, and then of course we still got the Batman 2, the Robert Pattinson Batman coming, the sequel. And James Gunn also confirmed the DC, or the status of that movie. He gave us some good news. Waiting for the updates on the Batman 2. A lot of the information that we've gotten so far, it hasn't really given us too much insight. But with Gunn now being in charge of the DC film slate, there's been a lot of questions regarding whether the Batman 2 would continue or be scrapped, actually. And Gunn has definitely set that straight. He said, of course not, with the eyes rolling emoji. Of course, this isn't the first time that James Gunn has had to comment on the status of the Batman 2. because there's been some question about it in the past, but it's definitely going down and is definitely going to be good. A lot of the plot details are being kept locked away in the Arkham Asylum, but Hush, Clayface, and a pre-Two-Face Harvey Dent have all been heavily rumored to be the characters in this next Matt Reeves Batman movie.
And then that's based off going into the HBO's Penguin.
The Penguin, yes, and that's actually coming first. That's later this year on Max, and that's gonna be hard as fuck too.
Hell
I can't wait for that. I've seen some of the like what do you call it footage and stuff from it, and it looks like just like a gangster movie, bro. It's not reminiscent of like a Batman movie. It's like a fucking Goodfellas movie or like a Sopranos fucking show. Or
yeah.
something.
See, that's what I feel that they're really using that energy. Like, okay, we love Tony Soprano.
Mm-hmm.
Penguin is our new Tony Soprano. Rest in peace to and,
Right.
yo, it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be crazy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, man. That
yeah,
that's about all we learned about it though. I mean, that's it. But Reeves would hope that this, Batman 2 would be as successful as the first, obviously. The first one was a huge smash hit. It had a brilliant box office run, over $772 million worldwide. Which it's a tough act to follow, but if they do it right, it can do bigger numbers. The Batman 2 can do way bigger than the Batman 1. All they have to do is capture that same essence and do bigger, better shit. It'll be huge. It'll be huge. So,
the rawness of Batman and the characters, focus on that the imagery surrounding Gotham City, the
grittiness, the darkness, yeah.
The real crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
And it'd be ill as the Joker's running everything from Arkham Asylum. Like that's his main base of operations type shit.
That's a dope idea right there. Yeah. That is a dope idea, but
operation. He don't need to go nowhere. He stays in Arkham and runs shit.
I'm not super I'll be honest, I'm not super confident about that Joker.
Which Joker? The
Barry Keoghan?
Oh yeah?
Yeah, the Barry Keoghan Joker. Yeah. Not that I don't think Barry Keoghan can do it. I don't think he's the right type of guy for it, but even more than that, I'm a big Joker fan, but I don't like the mutilated sort of grotesque version.
Face the way they ripped his mouth and
yeah,
yeah.
Right. He's like all mutilated and shit, and it's not like I like the more clean cut Joker, the more like looking like the comic, like the playing card, like the real official Joker.
Okay.
I would like to see a more comic,
the mime looking Joker. The mime,
but I know, yeah, and I know that this is not a comic book franchise. Like this is not a comic booky version of the Batman by any means, by any stretch of the imagination. It's very much the opposite of that. I mean, look at the Riddler. How different from the fucking Riddler could that be? I mean, he couldn't be any more different, and still was amazing.
Yeah.
So I'm not. That's why I say I'm not 100% there, but I'm not gonna write it off. It could be dope. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, it's so far so good. I mean, it's intriguing. The story plots and stuff like that. Hell, we'll see. I mean, if they go do a 180 and do some other crazy shit, then yeah, they're gonna fuck up. But if they keep the tempo, it'll be all right.
Mm-hmm.
And the only one who can really switch up like that is the movie The Joker, which with the Harley Quinn. Now I can understand that because this is Harley Quinn's vision of the Joker in her mind, how the world plays out in her head.
Right.
That's genius. That's like,
Right.
okay, we're in her head,
Yep.
watching a movie from her head. Like, okay, I'm with it.
Yep. Pretty much. Pretty
Yeah.
much. And yeah, the what do you call it? Timeline for the DCU just got a little more complicated as well regarding the status of Christopher Smith, the Peacemaker.
Oh,
Peacemaker still working towards a return for season 2. And Gunn once again took to social media to answer a fan's question about where the show lands relative to the director's upcoming Superman film, as far as timeline, continuity, and whatnot. And he revealed that the anti-hero's solo adventure, at least season 2, since season 1 is considered not canon, which is crazy. Season 2 will be the first canon Peacemaker show. Canon to the DCU that James Gunn is putting together. It take place in the aftermath of David Corenswet's Superman movie. And with the latest Threads announcement, it's more confirmation that the John Cena-led series will be firmly entrenched within the new cinematic universe, despite being a remnant of the old DCEU. It is now part of the new DCU. One of the only things that is going from DCEU to DCU. Moreover, it means both the film and the spinoff should naturally link up. As Gunn made Peacemaker his next priority after wrapping Superman. So how this will actually affect the Peacemaker storyline is unknown, but considering no plot details have been shared yet for season 2 at all, but Gunn has assured in the past that how Superman plays out will have a ripple effect on what comes afterward. So everything is going to be linked and affect each other. It's not like where the same actors are playing the same characters. The movies in this universe are actually going to be almost like sequels, but you got to think more like comics, like how a spin-off comic, or how the Green Lantern at any one given time going on the same continuity as the Superman at any one given time. And so shit that's going on in Green Lantern, like if the whole world gets encased in in some bubble of alien goo in the Green Lantern story. Well, in the next comic,
0 hour continuity.
Right, like in the next Superman comic is going to have the same thing happening because it's part of the same world, and that's how this movie universe is going to be. Movies, shows, comics, video games, and cartoons all are going to be linked parts of each other, almost like sequels to each other, almost like spin-offs, tie-ins. But so with the Peacemaker and shit like that coming in, and the continuity is kind of going to be weird, and how it's going to affect it, we're not really
It's
sure.
a big acid trip because
Yeah,
it'd be one big acid trip for the Peacemaker because he was fighting some butterfly
that
motherfuckers.
shit was crazy.
Yeah,
That giant fucking gross ass
yeah,
worm butterfly shit.
yeah. So caterpillar butterfly shit. So
Yeah.
he probably was tripping while he was in jail or something, from whatever. And
Yeah,
now
that's
coming out of the drug-induced coma or whatever the hell he was dealing with.
Yeah,
With
some kind of explanation.
yeah.
But even as the show is entering a rebooted timeline, it's season 2 is gonna mostly pick up where it left off in terms of the cast and the crew. You got John Cena, Danielle Brooks is back as Leota Abedio, or Adebayo, I forget how you say. And then Freddie Stroma is coming back as Vigilante. Jennifer Holland will be Agent Amelia, still Harcourt. Stephen Agee is John Economos, and D. Bradley Baker as the voice of Eagly. The Eagle, notably a familiar villain, is back in the form of Nut Lee's judo master. And however, new cast members are already helping to bridge the gap between the show and the DCU, sort of, and make it make sense, with Frank Grillo crossing over as Rick Flag Sr. from the upcoming Creature Commandos. So in Creature Commandos, you have an animated Rick Flag Sr. voiced by Frank Grillo. Then he will be playing Rick Flag Sr. in live action the same actor that's voicing him. So that's how they're doing it. Any actors that are voice actors in the cartoons have to also be able to be the live action actor for that character as well. So they have to really, you know what I mean? Like you can't have someone that don't look like the guy being the voice actor in the cartoon because they will have to play them later.
Yeah.
Now, one of the most exciting additions is actually behind the camera, as Gunn previously confirmed. The Superbad director Greg Mottola is on deck, so that should be interesting.
Some it's gonna be some real crazy shit.
Crazy shit.
Yeah, Frank Grillo is one of my favorite too. I
Yeah,
recently seen him in the joint where he played Lamborghini. That movie when he was what you call it? What is it? Carlo Lamborghini?
Ferrari or something.
Yeah, Ferrari
It's
versus
Ferrari versus Lamborghini. Yeah,
yeah. That was a great movie, man. Great fucking
yeah,
movie, man.
yeah.
I love that movie.
I ain't see it yet.
Yo, watch that joint.
Yeah,
It's pretty
yeah.
dope. Yeah.
But yeah, as the big kickoff film for the DCU, Superman is going to sort of lay the groundwork for far more than just the Peacemaker season. It's actually got the main villain is the Engineer, which is going to be a character in the Authority, which is another show. It's going to be a direct link. So the Authority, the rest of the cast will likely have roles in other superhero properties without Superman, like the Green Lantern guy, Guy Gardner, Nathan Fillion. He'll be in other shit. Hawk Girl, Maxwell Lord, Mr. Terrific, Metamorpho. All these guys that are in Superman are going to be in other shit. You've got Supergirl, supposed to be coming out in 2026. But in the meantime, Peacemaker is currently filming right now, season 2, with no release date unveiled yet for the squad. But we'll keep you updated here on the Sixth Element. But guys, that is our show. We're gonna wrap it up and call it a night. But yes, man, thank y'all for coming and chopping it up with us and kicking it, man, and checking out the unboxing of the ferret and hanging out with us, man. And once I get the room all done, I'll give you all the official tour and all that. But yeah, man, y'all be safe, man. Have a good weekend, and y'all know we'll see you Wednesday every week, Wednesday and Saturday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please leave a like and a comment. Peace.
Peace.
Deuces.